Hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting episode of Delete Your Opinion. My name is Sean and I will be the host for today's episode, and I am joined by my fellow associates Matthew, Scott and Ewan. So today, boys, we're going to be jumping into a really fun intro segment which I'm really excited for. We're going into Guess That Nolan. So what I'm gonna do for you guys, you can stop waving. Stop waving.
Oh.
Stop it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was rude.
Party pooper.
So I'm gonna read you lines from Nolan's films, guys, and you're gonna have to guess which film that I'm referencing.
He's so well known for his dialogue.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said Scott might have a good idea. If you guess it correctly, you will receive 5 points, and obviously the people with the most points at the end will obviously be the winner of this segment. So, round one, guys, I hope you're ready to jump into this. So, dreams feel real while we're in them.
Inception?
It's only when we wake up. Yep, well done, Scott.
Okay, we're allowed to
start off with
interrupt.
dreams.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We're allowed to interrupt.
Am I not allowed to interrupt?
Well, he said it, so I was like, I guess I have to give him the fucking points.
Scott's like, I'll do anything for 5 points. I'll be the rudest contestant.
Anything you say.
That's fine. Buzz in when you know it. I get
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Okay.
Just put your hand up. Put your hand up, or like buzz, like just get
just
your
shout
attention
the answer.
from me.
As you learned in school, the answer it's always shout the answer.
Yeah, we're in school, guys. Shit the answer. Whoever here first gets the points. So
Sluts
round
for points.
round two. Murph, don't let me leave, Murph.
Interstellar.
This might be. Well done,
Oh,
Scott. 10
fucking
points
hell.
for Scott.
I haven't seen
Fantastic.
Interstellar.
That's why I said
Interstellar's
Scott's like watched
fantastic.
them all back to back. I was like,
reckon-
he's gonna so dominate this.
See, I
round.
waited this time. I knew it from the word Murph immediately.
Yeah, I
But
forgot.
I waited.
I forgot the character's name.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, that's
Interstellar's
my favorite one as well.
fantastic. Okay, cool. We're into round 3. Are you watching closely?
Prestige.
Oh, that's
Yes,
oh,
well
you
done,
fucker.
you in
You're a
5
fucker.
points.
You're a
5
fucker.
points.
The
Congratulations.
name. I was gonna. It's the one with the magicians.
Exactly. It's one of my favorite Nolan films.
That's.
I'll be
I think
honest.
that's my favorite Nolan.
Really?
film,
So
honestly.
good.
It's a good
It's
film.
got best
Yeah.
performances from Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale. It's iconic as hell. And
It's
David
very
Bowie.
And it's
shout out to
the
David
one that
Bowie.
a lot of
yeah.
people haven't heard of.
What's
Prestige.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the one with the
pretty good.
magician, so I've never heard of that one.
All right, round 4, guys. This one's a real hard one. I don't think anyone's gonna get this. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Dark Knight.
Night.
There we go, Matthew. Congratulations. You're finally on the board. I made it easy
Thank
for
you.
you.
He's on board.
So round 5. This one might be tricky. I don't know who out of you guys have seen this one. Have to believe in a world outside of my own mind.
Memento.
Yeah, well done, Ewan.
Yeah,
You
so-
and
so-
Scott
Good
are
movie.
tied neck and neck now. Which pretty much means you guys have drawn because that is the end of our Guess That Nolan. Scott and Ewan with 10 points
Matthew.
and
Lock
Matthew
it in.
with 5
Knock
points.
it in. Chump.
Scott, who hates Nolan the most, knows all of his movies. He's that passionate about the hatred for Nolan that he has to know every line word for word out of his films. But yeah, no, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. Obviously, we're here, guys, to discuss Odyssey, and did it live up to the hype of the film? Because obviously there was a lot of hype about this film, and I don't know about you guys, but like I was absolutely blown away by any expectation I had of this film. Like, I went in and was just completely blown away by the entire IMAX experience, the cinematography, the performances, everything was just absolutely stunning from start to finish, because I pretty much only knew about Odyssey from last year when I saw Epic the Musical on YouTube. So when going into this and I heard that Nolan was making his interpretation...
That's an insane way to know about the oldest remaining story of mankind.
I mean,
Like,
obviously I've
Odyssey
heard of
is
Odysseus
one
and
of
stuff like that, and I've heard of like the story vaguely, but I
the
didn't know the story.
the Trojan horse. Yeah, hadn't heard of the Trojan Horse before?
Well, I've heard of the
musical on
Trojan Horse
YouTube?
and stuff, but I didn't know that was connected to the Odyssey poem and stuff like that. Because obviously I've heard of the War of Troy,
It's
and obviously the
crazy,
Trojan
man.
Horse. But then I was like, oh my
Matthew
god,
got
it's all connected.
really triggered by
Real
that
excited.
one. Heck me.
It's just a baffling way to discover.
I've never heard of the
what
Odyssey.
is
What are you
one of the
foaming at the mouth?
oldest-
What the hell
One of
is
the
Epic, the
oldest
musical?
pieces of literature.
Epic
is
musical
on
is a
some-
fantastic interpretation of the story. It's a whole musical based on the whole poem and stuff like
Okay.
that. It's very fun. It's got like animatronics to it and stuff. It's pretty much just a
Sick.
musical made by content creators. It's very, very good. But when I heard Nolan was making his interpretation, I was very, very excited for it. And yeah, generally a 10 out of 10 movie. Like, I honestly digged it from start to finish. Like, the entire cast was fucking phenomenal, and I love the journey we go on with Odysseus through this entire story, and I love the non-linear sort of way it was told. It was fucking awesome, and I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on it.
It's classic Nolan with the non-linear stuff.
Both of them,
especially
I-
Memento and stuff like that.
Yeah. Although I think that this one was maybe, it wasn't linear, but out of all of his movies, the most linear that
Yeah.
I've seen. Like there
Yeah.
were large chunks, especially in the middle when we're just kind of with Matt Damon for a while, where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is just chronological now. Hell yeah.
yeah. I
But,
really like.
Yeah, no. No, continue. What did you like, sir?
No, I was just saying, I like when we talk about the chronological stuff. I really like we spent a lot of the time on the island with Odysseus and Calypso. I thought that was really, really cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it was a fun time. I just saw it recent. I think I've seen it the most recently out of everybody because I saw it today. So I've got a pretty fresh mind off it. I didn't see it in IMAX, which
Neither did I.
I feel like the experience just like visually it was fine. I saw it in the biggest screen I had available to me. It was pretty enough. It was nice enough. But the thing that I really like about the IMAX is not necessarily the picture, but it's the sound. The sound in the IMAX is
Oh, it
fucking
was
outstanding.
It was insane,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, and the sound in this film I think is probably one of Nolan's best.
Yeah.
Like when it gets loud,
yeah.
it's loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
But, like
yeah.
that scene with the Cyclops.
Oh,
when they're,
you
stabbing
are
the
gonna
Cyclops
say
and
it's
just
I love the
screaming.
Cyclops scene.
Absolutely reverberated through my entire being. Like
I was
Jesus
blown away by it because
Christ.
I was looking at it like, oh my god, that's a puppet with CGI. Holy shit! Because there was frames where I was looking at it like, oh my god, that's actually in the shot. That's fucking
It's-
insane.
It's also some of the shots are Bill Irwin in the costume, who was also Tars in Interstellar, the robot.
Oh hell yeah! That's
He was
cool.
the voice of the robot, but also the actual physical presence of the robot.
That's
He was in the
awesome.
costume in Interstellar. Somebody's
Fantastic.
microphone just
Microphone
blew up.
exploded.
Someone
again.
died there for a second, yeah.
The atom bomb.
Yeah, straight up, yeah. Oppenheimer's here. Oh god. Yeah, no,
But,
it was
no,
so good.
I enjoyed a lot. I'm struggling to think of anything that I didn't enjoy in the movie. I thought the scale of it was really fun. I thought the performances were really solid. I thought the soundtrack was good. I liked whenever they synced up the soundtrack when he was plucking his bow.
yeah.
That
Oh my
was
god,
so
that was
fucking
so
sick.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I think like if the only knock I can give it, which is a knock that happens with almost every Nolan film, is I was never really that emotionally invested in any of the characters outside of the main character. And even then, I'm
Yeah.
like, I just like him because he's Matt Damon. You know?
I would argue I really did like Tom Holland's character. I think he
Yeah,
gave
Telemachus
up-
was cool as fuck.
The thing I liked about Holland's character was that he felt like the son of Odysseus. He kind of
Yeah.
earned that title to be king, to be just the same as him. He didn't really get to show much of his chance of his battle expertise or his smartness, but he got to show his quality. To
and
quote
warrior
Lord of the
presence, I
Rings.
would say, because you could see him in fighting and stuff. Like the fighting training sequences were really badass.
I thought that was going to
most-
play more into it because he just gets stabbed like straight away.
The two things-
in that fight upstairs with the dude.
The fight upstairs with the dude, the one thing I don't know if anyone noticed was he ends the fight in the exact same way that he takes down his mentor at the beginning of the film. It's the same thing he's taught, where he opens the belly up and he does the sort, I don't know how to reenact it, but he goes for like the throat slice, but like not directly in front of him. He kind of does it like sort of off to the side. It's the exact same way.
That's cool. That's cool. I did not pick that up. I really liked Robin Pattinson as Antinius. He's so good.
He was
at
nice.
playing a piece
Proper
of shit.
sniveling,
Mr. Steal Your
yeah.
Girl kind of character in this movie. He was so good. I also loved Anne Hathaway as Penelope. Holy shit, her performance.
She was
genuinely-
fantastic.
I
yeah.
felt the heartbreak, the distraught, the love. It was just every scene with her, Matt Damon, or any of the main cast. I was like captivated the entire time when she was either with Tom Holland or Matt Damon or Robin Pattinson. I was like, holy fucking shit. What an incredible cast and just amazing acting. Like, I really hope that this film gets some Oscars, to be honest, because, like, it was just so impressive at the scale of it. And also, like, seeing the Battle of Troy, like, when the gates open and you genuinely see, like, what is it, like 1,000 men, like 500 men just all rushing out, and you're like, holy shit.
And it's
I love
considered
I
like
just
one
love
of
the
the.
immersive experience with it.
It's like considered one of the most violent acts of war in a very like in all of history. So
Yeah.
I feel like they did properly encapsulate that very well. I agree. It was
My
fantastic.
favorite actor in the film is Samantha Morton as the witch. That whole sequence.
Oh my god, Cersei.
was
Yeah,
outstanding.
Cersei was fucking incredible, especially the grotesqueness of the transformation of them turning into pigs. I was like, holy fuck, Nolan could so do a
That was
horror
mental.
movie if he wanted to. It was fucking
Yeah.
scary.
So I think
And
I
yeah,
like
Cersei
Yeah, it was
was
really
good.
cool.
I like this movie the least out of you guys. I had zero anticipation for this movie, but I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Somebody
Oh,
is
we're dying again.
Someone hates it when
Jesus.
Scott talks.
Yeah. I think that's you in the audio.
I think it must be me because I don't hear anything.
yeah,
crazy.
It goes,
Okay, we're
I feel
gonna.
like my
Whenever
ears are-
Scott talks,
Are we back? Are we back?
find out.
We'll find out after this commercial break. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Yeah, no, Cersei was good, Scott.
But yeah,
absolutely, her performance
this
was cool.
movie is a movie where sequences are really good. I the whole movie is really good. I just didn't hang on to like every sequence throughout the film. I found there were some lulls in the movie, but there was never a dull moment. You know, it was just more like I'm kind of getting too much information here. The first 20 minutes of this
There's a
movie
lot
is
of exposition for sure.
the first 20 minutes is insane, and I thought before the first 20 minutes when everybody's just telling stories about what happened, I'm just losing interest. But you know, my favorite sequences are like the ones with the giant in the first half of the movie, the ones with the
Oh
giant
yeah, the giant stuff was cool.
and the witch. Like those are my favorite sequences throughout the movie, and the siren stuff is also really cool.
Yeah, what I really liked about all those sequences is I knew they were coming, but I didn't know how they were going to be told. And the way it was like presented to you, especially with the Cyclops and Cersei as the witch, I was like, holy shit, we're getting to these points. So like, I was really on the edge of my seat. And then when they happened, I was like, oh my god, they look so good, and the performances are just super believable.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, the film itself, out of I think all of Nolan's stuff. Again, I haven't seen Interstellar. I think it's my
Oh my
only blind
god,
spot on
it's
the
so
list.
good, Matthew.
Big,
Big,
it's
good
just
movie.
so fucking long.
You watched,
just
but you
not-
watched
it's
the
not
Odyssey.
audible.
It's like 3 hours.
It's different. It's different from being in the cinema when I can just lock myself away and being like at home when I'm like, this is a 3-hour film. I could
No,
watch like 1,000 episodes of TV, go on my computer, and cook dinner. And do
I
this,
recently watched Interstellar for the first time, and I had to split it in half because I just couldn't take the whole experience in
Fair.
one.
I think Interstellar, apart from Odyssey, it's one of my favorites for
I
sure.
could
The-
get sucked into that so good.
The point, I'll just suck you real good. The
Yeah,
point I was
that's a real
saying
quotable
was
quote from me.
That's what he said.
out of all of the movies that Nolan has done, and I think it's just the fact that this is the Odyssey story. This felt the most like spiritual to me. Like there was so much.
yeah.
stuff about like mankind, existence, your relationship with gods, how we treat one another, and things like that.
And stuff, yeah.
It comes from the origin of Odyssey, which, you know, isn't just a YouTube musical. It started as tales people would tell each other. It was an auditory story before it was written down, and it is one of the longest surviving written down stories of humankind. So it is a real fabric piece of history that's been passed down generation of generation for thousands of years. And so seeing it up on the big screen, it was fucking super cool to see. It's like, oh, this story's getting told again in like a more modern format in an interesting way.
Yeah, Nolan has been.
I think technology.
Nolan has been trying to tell his story for almost 20 years now. He was originally attached to the 2004 movie Troy, which wound up going to Wolfgang Petersen, because there was a point where Wolfgang Petersen was originally attached to Troy, and he decided to then go to do Batman v Superman in 2005. That was going to be a movie in 2005.
Wow.
But then Batman versus Superman never went anywhere. Christopher Nolan was attached to Troy for that time, and then Wolfgang Petersen was like, hey, I want to try and do Troy now. And so during this time, Christopher Nolan came up with the inspiration of the idea of putting the horse in the sand, and that's not from the original novel, actually. Like I thought it was
really smart of them putting it in the sand, because it just looks like this monumental piece trying to be given to like Poseidon or something like that, which was cool.
I enjoyed the horse stuff. I also hated it because I was like, God, this looks like such a fucking effort to move.
Yeah.
They couldn't have made this harder to fucking. They did such a good job of showcasing the like scale and the grandiose of like fucking
and how claustrophobic it was,
dragging it in, and like when you see the insides and they're all like drowning and pissing on each other, and it's like, God, every other interpretation I've seen of the Trojan horse, usually the horse is like just standing upright and on like a wooden platform, and they just like wheel it in and whatnot, and it's like no big deal. But so it was really cool seeing it in that more like grounded sort of way, and like the Trojan horse story is insane. The entire time I was thinking, it's like, I think I learned about this in fucking Sunday school. Why were they telling me this when I was in fucking church? And they're like, oh yeah, they went and they killed a fuck ton of people in this place.
Classic church story. Everyone died.
Get them kids excited somehow. Let's tell them about all this death.
Yeah, keep them interested.
Let's talk about brutality and murder. That will get them into Sunday school.
It was cool. There were moments of the film that didn't hit as hard for me. A lot of it would be the action scenes, particularly at the end, that final action scene. When Odysseus is fighting all the suitors, and he's suddenly like fucking John Wick.
He is John Wick, especially after his dog dies. He does become like, John Wick, and he just goes on a rampage.
And he's like darting around and like ducking, and I was like, okay, I know that this film had cyclopses and fucking witches and sirens and stuff, but suddenly this is just not feeling realistic to me anymore. You know, suddenly
that's when you got taken out. Yeah, after seeing all that, you're like, nah, no way he can fight all those guys. Bullshit.
Exactly.
I did love the dog scene. Like that, I actually was sobbing when like Telemachus recognizes that Odysseus is his father when the dog reacts to his master and then dies immediately. The dog lived for 20 years just to see his master one last time. I was that was like an emotional part of the movie that hit me. That was done really, really well, I thought.
No,
I liked the weird rat dog.
He was cool. He was great. I loved it. it was fantastic. I also just like love the scale of the film.
To go back to the dog, I really did enjoy that scene. That was the thing I was trying to say earlier, in that it showed the quality of the fact, like all of the stories that Telemachus had picked up throughout the entire film. He hadn't been told any like concrete, full-length, like first-hand stories about his father. Just like things of, oh, he was the smartest of the Greeks. He and all this and that. But all these little stories he picked up about him, like for example, the thing with the the dog is the biggest example of like he knew the dog was waiting for that long. He guarded the dog to the best of his ability, sure, but that was the final thing that properly gave away to him. Oh, this
That's
is
your
my
dad,
dad.
yeah.
That's my dad. I thought that was really smart. I thought that was the
Oh, definitely. I thought a lot of
enjoyed
it was
it.
cool because, like, I watched a lot of like Nolan's interviews building up to this movie, and just learning, like, you know, the big IMAX cameras only last like 3 minutes per
Yeah.
mag, so like he had to ask every performer and every actor when the mag ran out, even if it was an emotional heavyweight scene, to just sit in it, lay in that moment while they get the camera back up, and then just go straight back into it. Like the technicality of what they had to go through for this to be made, and the way it was executed, it's literally fucking insane. And I really, really hope that for like years to come, this film is like still praised for what it is, because it is genuinely so impressive. And I love the recurring motif of like the shot of the sun representing like freedom and liberty and like peace and stuff like that. Like, I just thought the film did such a good job at telling this grand epic story.
Yeah,
I
the
agree.
scale of the film is something that it nailed really well. The whole filming it entirely in IMAX doesn't do it for me. Feels like a weird marketing thing to do because I like obviously I didn't see it in IMAX because the nearest IMAX cinema to me is fucking 300 miles away. So it's like this is the next level of cinema. No, it's fucking not, because it's not accessible to everybody.
Plus-
To be able to see it. And it makes no difference.
Plus, there's only 4 cinemas in the UK that can actually show what Nolan shot in its full intended.
yeah. It's like
you,
the
you guys saw it in
70mm
IMAX,
right?
Yeah,
you guys saw it in
70mm
IMAX, but
yeah.
that still wasn't Nolan's true vision.
But it's also like seeing it on a regular cinema screen, you get a huge sense of the scale and the grand epicness and stuff. Am I gonna get even more of the scale and grand epicness if I can see 10 feet above Matt Damon's head on all the shots?
I need to see
as
that
well,
empty space.
Yeah, I need to see Matt Damon's forehead. I need to see his big old
I need to see the
forehead.
sky.
Exactly. I mean, to be fair, what IMAX did do well was the audio stuff. Like, when it kicked in,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
holy
the
shit,
audio
the whole
stuff for
cinema
sure.
shook. It was
I
so
think
cool.
the audio, seeing it, because I saw it in what's probably the oldest surviving cinema where I
sadly.
currently stay.
Yeah.
And it's relatively run down, but it's the biggest screen. It's the biggest screen in the city. And so whenever there was like loud audio and it was like like peaking on all levels, you could definitely hear the speakers rattling from just the vibrations that they were putting out. It's like, okay, God, this is definitely not the best sound system that they've got.
Yeah, no, but I didn't see it in IMAX either. But I thought the audio was great in my screen, and I had no issues, even just like a standard screen. I thought the audio, because I obviously we struggle with Nolan's audio mixes, hearing the dialogue. I can actually hear
In
the dialogue
Tenet,
in
it's
this
the
movie.
worst, I would say, because it's very quiet and the audio is so loud.
Yeah.
But it's proved drastically since then.
Can we talk about John Leguizamo? That fucking great performance from.
He's so good.
He's great.
Yeah.
I love him.
What an absolute surprise! We saw him at a distance. He's the old blind guy. If you don't know the name.
Oh my god,
Yes,
yes, he
right.
was
When we
really,
fucking
really
forget his
good.
name.
Yeah.
He's also in John Wick.
When we.
Yep.
He's also in John Wick, which makes sense because Matt Damon's John Wick in this.
Exactly.
John Wick.
Yeah, this is John Wick, the oldest story at test of time, interpreted by
Yeah.
Matt Damon and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. When he showed up, I was like, oh shit, this like. The amount of celebrities and recognizable faces I worried would take me out of the film, because the whole time, and I had that so much when it was John Bernthal, Tom Holland, Zendaya. I was like, I'm going to be seeing these guys next week in Spider-Man.
Yeah, literally, all these people are in Spider-Man. Let me tell you
his
something.
Performance was so good. I was never taken out of it whenever he was on screen, and what a character as well. Oh my god, what a journey.
I think I struggled with Tom Holland's accent, because the entire time I'm watching him and I'm like, but you usually speak like a little Englishman, He usually has like a little
Acting
Mary
stuff.
Poppins accent.
Usually, like
acting
all
was
of his
pretty
acting
solid.
stuff, he
Mary
does a
Poppins
American accent.
I'm little Tom Holland.
I mean, I quite liked his performance, because this is his first Nolan movie, and I
Yep.
think he did a good job. I also think John Bernthal as Menelaus did a fucking really good job, the husband of Helen. Holy shit, I was like, yeah, he was
Did you
really
guys-
No,
I-
he's,
I-
he's Helen's twin sister, I believe.
He's Helen's twin sister.
No,
You-
his
what?
his wife.
What? What?
He's the brother of.
Did you even see the movie?
What's the name of the dude in the helm? The black helm that was for some reason-
Agamemnon?
Benny Safdie.
Agamemnon, that's it.
Yeah, Benny Safdie. Who I love that they didn't show Benny's face the entire film. Even when
See, for a
he was
second.
like taking off his helmet, it's like not there. But oh my god, what a jump scare when he gets stabbed in the face! Holy
It was
shit,
so
that was
badass.
Terrifying.
It was such a cool
Yeah.
sequence. Like the minute he gets home from war, he dies by his wife. You're like, holy shit! Well, by
Yeah.
Helen of Troy, you're like, fucking hell.
But This
But,
movie is going to sweep the Oscars. Like Jesus Christ.
Oh,
don't
genuinely.
know.
June Part
Yeah.
3 this year, man.
Yeah.
June
Yeah.
Part 3.
June Part 3
Avengers
will do really well.
fucking.
The problem is
Doomsday.
Oscars usually
Doomsday.
don't focus on sequels too much. You know what I mean? It's
I don't know, like Return of the
it
King
depends.
got all the Oscars, the Fellowship and Two Towers didn't. You know.
So you're saying Dune Part 3 is Return of the King, is what you're saying, Matthew?
Yeah, I'd put them up with Lord of the Rings in terms of like fantasy adaptations. You know.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah. I would say the same with Odyssey as well, to be fair. The skeptical of like this fantasy story was just as good as Lord of the Rings, I would say. Like it was fucking really
I think
impressive.
Lord of the Rings is cool. I didn't see no hobbits, bro. I didn't
Yeah.
see no hobbits. You
Lord of the
know?
Rings is a masterpiece, but so is Odyssey for so many different reasons. But
Yeah,
yeah, Percy Jackson's impressive for making it back in like 2000s.
Well, see, this is the funny thing is that the recent Percy Jackson thing that came out, Sea of Monsters, is basically a recreation of the Odyssey. It almost follows all the
Yeah.
same beats. It's the Sea of Monsters.
That makes sense with
it's
all the letterbox things I've
Circe,
seen.
Who else? The Cyclops. The Cyclops is the whole main like bad guy of the whole
it's all
thing.
Greek
Um,
mythology. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
love Greek mythology. But speaking of that, that is one of the things I really loved about when they finally showed the full scale of when they took Siege of Troy in like the last 30 minutes of the film. They finally showed you everything they did.
Sure.
Um,
Oh
and
yeah,
the
I love that
grandiose
bit,
of that
yeah.
whole thing, like the sound, the fire, the destruction, all of that, like how they did not hold back with the grittiness of it. But the biggest thing that I took from that is when I was watching it in the cinema, I thought to myself that this is the first time in a while I've seen a really good adaptation of like a medieval or a period piece, like bit of war. I haven't seen that in quite a while where they fully committed to it. Like I'd say a big budget thing, I guess, but it's been a long time since I've seen it, and it was good to
Sure.
see.
Yeah.
That was one of the
Swords clashing and armor
was-
and stuff. Yeah, that's
like
what
Siege
got me
of a
excited
huge
about
city.
the Andrew Garfield thing.
Yeah,
when,
'cause that Andrew Garfield
the
film
trailer
does
came
look
up.
good.
I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, knights and medieval shit. Let's fucking go!
Hell
Finally,
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
I've
it
been
is
playing a lot
about
of
that
Crusader
trailer.
Kings
I don't know what it
lately,
is
so-
about that trailer, but it just looked so fake to me. I don't
No,
know
I love
why.
that. I thought
Yeah.
it looks really interesting.
I watched the trailer just thinking, oh, we're in a field. We're just in a random field, you know?
Fair. To go
It's
back
like,
to what you're
it's like
saying,
any
Ewan,
medieval place."
with the whole sequence of like the Siege of Troy and stuff, and you really see at the end that Athena the entire time has represented to Matt Damon the guilt that he has of killing that child in Troy. I was like, oh, that's a really clever like part that was really, really interesting as to why Athena took this human form when talking to
Is Zendaya a
Odysseus.
child? I don't know.
I mean,
if
she's like a
Zendaya's
teenager. She's supposed to be a kid.
She's meant to represent a teenager because, like, in the story of Odysseus, he does kill a kid at Troy, and I think that the way that I saw it, that was kind of what they were leaning to with, like, when you see that sequence of like him
See,
killing
this
her
is-
or being responsible for killing her.
But I think he was responsible.
Like
were
the attack on Troy and stuff like that, as you're saying. Like, I think one of the things that kind of also takes me out of the movie is same with that last big fight. The violence is so toned down for me. I
Yeah.
want to fucking see blood. I want to see viscera. You're cutting people open with swords, and you're having these huge violent movies. But it's like we also want to get that nice 12 rating. So
No,
we can,
it's
you
not
know,
even
those
12.
screens.
It's rated 15,
well,
and it's
it's
rated
15?
R.
What the fuck?
It's rated
No,
R
I've
in
seen-
America. It's
I have
R-rated.
seen 15s that have like boobs
Yeah.
and blood and gore.
I
all
know,
over
it's
them,
crazy.
you
Because
know?
this
So
the
Matthew
film
loves
is-
his movies.
I'm
like,
Matthew loves
the-
in his films.
You don't? You don't? You don't love boobs, blood, and gore in your movies,
do.
Sean?
I do. I
fucking
love-
love them. I
I do.
fucking love that in my films.
But I think it's rated R because there is free F-bombs. For some reason in America, you can have as much... I don't know. I don't know why it's rated R, but
Yeah.
you can have as... it's because it's the free F-bombs. I think 2 of them belong to Robert Pattinson, who tells the beggar, who is Matt Damon, to fuck off.
Yeah, it's like fuck off.
And there's at some point somebody says, I hate being on this fucking beach or something like that. I think that's the only reason it's rated R, which is so
Ridiculous.
bizarre.
Yeah.
You could cut out 2 of those F-bombs and just
Yeah.
be PG-13.
You could cut out
See-
all 3 and not lose anything.
That's the
Straight
weird
up.
thing to me. It's like it does give the vibe of a 15 to me, in that it's very intense. There are a lot of with the Cyclops, with Circe as well. Like I don't know why that one. I don't know if it was the same for the rest of you, but I don't. When she was like physically molding and the sound design
Yeah, it
they
was
used
so
for like
grotesque.
crafting all of those people's faces, I don't know why
I-
that got to me as much as it did. But
I don't know. Compare that to like an American Werewolf in London. I don't think it's that as graphic
No.
or disturbing.
it was more.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh my god, this is so gory or stuff. I think it was just. It just. I guess took me by surprise how intense it was.
Yeah, especially for a
I
Nolan
really
movie.
like what I loved about that scene in particular is man is made of clay.
Yeah,
sort of
'cause-
story,
oh, yeah.
so
see
it's
the liquidy sort of
literally
effect, yeah.
literally morphing the clay off
Into-
which I thought was great.
It
And I
made me
just
think
love
of
that
Wonder
because
Woman
there's-
1984 for some reason. Because there is.
Interesting. Interesting.
Just thinking of better
Interesting.
films.
Scott will find any opportunity to think about Wonder Woman 1988. I watched it herself. That reminded me of Wonder Woman 1988 when they were in space.
But yeah, no, I wanted it to be more violent. I wanted it to be more like actually show me the horrors of war. You know, like show me if you're going to go in and show how traumatized Odysseus is from going into this war. I'm going to need more than just some torches and women going ah. You know, like I want to be able. I want to fucking see the brutality that he's experiencing. You know, so that like it's showcased to me. It's
I think we did.
like
I
it's
mean,
way
my
more
personal
effective.
opinion,
I
I think
honest-
we definitely got the case of war and trauma from Odysseus. He goes through fucking hell in this movie, and it's
Yeah.
very clear the hell that he goes through. My
I
personal
think
opinion.
I quite like the fact that
sure.
that's usually what
I
they
wasn't
do.
confused.
I think that's usually what they do in war. Like whenever they're trying to fully show how traumatized your main character is by an act of war they've done, they show you how gruesome and brutal it is. Like all this gore and such. To me, not a cop out, but I just feel like it's always been done. I like the fact that it was more heavily implied because you see all of this other stuff that he goes through afterwards, like throughout the entirety of the Odyssey, and then you see the very beginning. And I feel like if it had started with all of that, like, blood, to him, that's how it started, but for us, it's how it ends. With all that blood and gore and all that really intense stuff, it would have, like, lightened his experience of the Odyssey a bit, I guess.
Sure,
I'm
absolutely. 'Cause I
I-
think if you use over violence too much, it kind of loses its sort of effect, doesn't it? If you're
I'm
just
not
using
even
it for the
talking
sake
about
of using
over
it.
violence. Like I'm not talking about like cartoony, like Deadpool style, like like splitting people in half
Yeah,
and
but-
kicking heads and shit like that. Like I just want violence. I want to have some violence in my film when they're attacking, raping, pillaging, and burning down a city. I don't just want it to be walking down a dark street and going, oh fuck, this is not nice. Oh boy, like I want to be able to show that. It feels to me. It feels to me like they're censoring themselves so that they can try to market it more.
I'm just imagining you
Odysseus is
walking
like,
down
this
the
is
street.
not a good time. This is not a good time. This is not nice.
That's the film. That is the whole
down the
film.
street,
That's the
being
whole
like,
film.
seeing all these buildings on fire, kids getting their heads chopped off, and you going, "Oh golly, this is not nice
is
at all.
not
This
nice.
is ruining
This is
my
not
evening."
nice. My soldiers are pigs. This is not nice. Oh dear, I'm gonna go this way.
we all saw the same film. I get it. Like, but
I also like how they used Zeus and Poseidon in this movie. Like they were kind of more this sort of grand sort of thing. They didn't have a physical form. They were kind of
that's
like
what
in
I
the
liked
weather
about
and
the
stuff.
spirituality of
Yeah,
the film.
that's-
where it's it really laid into the wider metaphor of like Poseidon and Zeus and like the gods, and like you have to be nice to beggars because they might be gods in disguise. Who knows? And they never are. But it's this idea you have to respect the ocean, respect the world, and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
it
suffer
was
when you
great.
don't.
despite it being a Greek mythology story, which usually heavily involves the gods and more than just implies them, you see them or you see people.
Yeah, they're
like,
full guys.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, I'm here and I kick ass.
And like even with the Cyclops, which is like a whole, but that's the most obvious part in the story of the gods being involved. Okay, maybe not. One of the most important ones is the Cyclops speaking directly to Poseidon and asking, "Please curse these guys who have taken my
Father,
Cyclops."
please help
Instead,
me, yeah.
you just hear him speaking to himself, and I couldn't really make out what they were saying. But
It's like
I like
it's
the fact
like
that
reversed
chant.
audio. Almost.
Yeah.
It's like
It
a
was
chant,
crazy.
yeah.
but I
it
kind of
was
like
cool,
that because
though.
it again added to what you were saying there, Matthew, where it's like the superstition levels, like of the gods and
Yeah.
such, because they thought they heard him praying to Poseidon and all that, and haven't you heard Cyclopses are the sons of Poseidon and such, and it's like builds all that stuff up. So I kind of liked one of the big things they cut that also from the story is where I don't remember which god it was, but the god of the wind, I believe it was. Odysseus asked him for help, and he gives him this basically the sack of the North Air. Which basically means
it helps
to
him
help
travel,
them
yeah.
travel to get home. He's like, this will get you home. You have to slowly open the bag, and that's it. But none of your
Yeah.
men, no
Like a
one can
balloon.
open. Basically,
Sorry,
Sorry,
I'm
when they open it up, it just unleashes
exactly.
hell.
If anyone opens that, you unleash the full thing, and that's it. That's as far as I can help you. So Odysseus has to keep it from his men and be like, just don't touch this. Leave it alone. But they start to get into their heads, oh, he's hiding something. It's a treasure or something that it must be. So they get their hands on it, rip it open. The ship is torn to shreds and all this stuff. They completely cut that. I didn't understand why at first, but I do get it now. I really like the fact that they don't show the gods. It's more heavily implied. Like
They
Athena's
show
the
it too.
only.
I mean, Circe and Calypso are kind of like your gods.
Yeah, but
'cause
like
Calypso keeps
you
them on
can
the islands.
argue that like are they there?
Yeah,
like,
of course. It's up to interpretation for sure.
We see like Athena the whole time is like she's with Matt Damon, but like she's
Is she
also
in
just
his
a
head,
manifestation of his guilt.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So
If you want to see the bag of wind scene, you could watch the SpongeBob movie, which is an adaptation.
Yeah, I was
of
gonna say
Odyssey,
that,
actually.
Yes. Yeah, the bag of wind scene in the movie is
There's a
iconic
scene
in
where
SpongeBob.
Patrick is holding the bag, and SpongeBob is reading
Yeah.
out the instructions, and Patrick opens up the bag, and it just blows away.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's such a good film. The SpongeBob movie is
It
so
rules.
funny.
see, Sean,
It
you
does.
were exposed to the Odyssey before YouTube, Sean. 'Cause it's the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously, when I was doing acting classes at the conservatoire back in 2016, I did do a monologue from like the Trojan War, but I didn't know that was connected to Odysseus's grand story because I didn't learn about Odysseus. It was just the proper war of Troy and the Trojan horse and stuff like that. So to know about the whole scale of it was really fucking cool, and I love the story. It's such a great, grand, epic tale that I think so fucking interesting and very relevant to today's society for a lot of the themes and messages, like you said, with its spirituality, with its guilt, existentialism, like identity, freedom, peace. It's so very fucking relevant, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree with the fact that personally I don't think I knew much about the Odyssey story. Like I'd heard of it plenty of times, but I hadn't realized that I had been exposed to it because, as you said, it's one of the oldest living tales. It's been told many times without it directly referencing, this is an adaptation of the Odyssey.
Yeah, exactly. Where they go, they
Oh, you're not
brainwash
gonna
you.
know.
This is the Odyssey. Go see the poem Odyssey
So,
right
yeah.
now.
So it's like it's like Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters. I've read that book a bunch of times. I've seen the TV show. I've seen the SpongeBob movie. All these things, they're references or adaptations of the Odyssey, and I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But yeah, good movie.
good old tale.
Good movie.
Yeah,
It was
good tale.
very,
Good
very
movie.
cool.
It's fun.
I-
It's worth seeing in cinemas. I don't know if I'd watch it again anytime soon.
Oh, I'm definitely
was my
gonna watch
thing.
it.
Oh,
again
I'm
as soon as I can.
desperate to see it
Fucking
again.
super
Yeah.
long.
I'm
I
desperate to see
think-
it again.
I think it being
Still
told out
thinking
of
about it.
chronological order kind of messed with my mind a little bit, to the point where I didn't pick up
Well,
on
you hate
certain
Nolan,
things.
so it makes sense.
Watching the movie the first time, looking back, I'm like, okay, now the pieces are fitting together, but I would like to watch the movie understanding how the pieces are fitting together on the actual
You must hate Pulp
view through.
Fiction then. You must really hate Pulp Fiction.
I have no issue with
Because
Pulp
that
Fiction,
film's not chronological at all.
but I have an issue with
The
like
ending's in the midway
the
point.
Nolans wanting to tell these kind of stories with out of order, like Westworld season 2. Jonathan Nolan writes that whole season out of order, and it feels so confusing to me when it could just been told chronologically. You know,
It-
I like Nolan's way of the non-linear
like-
storytelling. It's pretty cool.
It's it's their style to do it kind of non-linear and whatnot, which is like, that's fair enough. You can have your own little style and flag and stuff. Sometimes it services the story, like in Memento, where
Yeah.
like the driving force is that story being told out
which
of
is
order
probably
because we
the-
know as much as the character.
Yeah, he's got
Memento
amnesia,
might be
yeah.
the most chronological ordered film because
Yeah,
it's just going
arguably, yeah.
backwards. That's chronological order.
But and like in Tenet,
Hot
like
take.
Tenet was like they came up with this time travel idea and then wrote a film around it.
Yeah.
Because
It's
they just wanted to
still-
be like, look at this cool idea we have.
There's still holes
and
in that. Like,
didn't
I've
care
seen
about
that
the
film
characters.
3 times, and I still don't fully understand. I follow
Tenet
it now. I
is a
now
wild
understand
film.
how the story works, but there's still some like plot threads and such I still don't get to this day. But it's still a good film.
It's fine.
It's just like the
Tenet's
River
what I
Song and
like
Doctor
less
Who
each time I
story.
see
It's
it.
like
Both
they're
speaking
seeing
at
each
the
other
exact
backwards and
same time there.
forwards.
on different delays because he was fine for me.
Yeah, it was fine for me too. But I guess we'll let you at home decide who was.
I'm so confused.
I was letting you talk.
I was letting you talk.
No, I didn't have much to say. I was just saying that I've forgotten what I'm going to say.
So yeah,
now,
I was
it
just
doesn't
talking
matter, yeah.
about how there was.
Am I having a stroke?
What's happening? We were all silent on a podcast for a full 5 seconds.
I'm waiting for the host.
Anyway, I just want to talk and say, I just want to, honestly, it was a good time. I genuinely thought it was fun. If you guys are up for it, I'd like to move into our next segment, which
Yeah.
is a lot of fun, I would say. It's called Green Light or Cancel. This is a game that I created myself.
Not red light.
No, Green Light. So,
No,
So-
not green light or red light. It's green light or
No.
cancel.
exactly. So hear me out. Hear me out. I'm gonna pitch a series of movie and TV show ideas to you. Some are great. Some are absolutely
Okay, I
atrocious.
understand.
Yeah,
it now.
he
There
got
you
it, he
go.
got it.
I
Sorry,
needed
I
to
prejudged.
explain the
Don't worry,
premise.
Sean, I
Yeah.
understood what
Yeah.
you meant.
Yeah, your job is simple, guys. All you gotta do is, if I suggest this idea to you, you gotta green light it or you cancel it. But here's the catch: you've only got 5 seconds to decide if you're gonna green light it or cancel, and then you've got 30 seconds to convince the rest of us that you're right. And only if the majority of us agree, you will get the point. So this will be a very fun, interesting game.
Okay.
That I'll see how it
Like
goes.
all games, I'll figure it out by playing.
Yeah, exactly. So the whole premise of Greenlight or Cancel is pretty much it's all going to be Christopher Nolan related. So it's going to be like I'm pitching ideas if Christopher Nolan should direct this or should he do this. Does that make sense to you guys?
I think maybe.
Yes.
It's just like any game. We'll learn as we go.
I'll just jump you I'll jump you into it. So, okay, round 1, and I'm gonna start with Matthew. So, Christopher Nolan directing James Bond, Greenlight or Cancel?
Cancel.
Okay, why?
Because I know how he would do it, and he would, it would be an it would not be a linear story of a spy thriller, which, kind of sounds like it could be interesting, but also, what you're getting from it. It's not going to be a surprise. I'm not going to be that interested into the hook of whatever he does it. We've already got Denis, last name I can't pronounce off the top of my head, doing James Bond, and Villeneuve, and I'm more interested to see what he does with it than what someone like Christopher Nolan would do with it, because honestly, I'm just, Christopher Nolan doesn't inspire me the same way as he maybe inspires to you, Sean. I feel like I know what I'm getting with his movies, and James Bond's already a property I don't really give a shit about. So I want someone that's going to take it, that's going to get me excited. You know.
I'd say that's fair enough. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'm with Matthew, I guess.
Sure, thumbs up, Matthew. Good job. I think the majority votes for you. Matthew gets a okay, I guess. Sure, he gets a pass.
Yeah, that guy. I agree with him.
It's like just passing through your secondary school test. Sure, I guess you got those curriculums. All right,
is a pass.
I would disagree. I would kind of like as like a standalone thing. I don't think Nolan does well with trilogies because he himself does not like doing them. But as a standalone James Bond movie, I'd kind of like to see it just to see something a little like different for.
I think it'd
James
be
Bond,
interesting for sure. I think it'd be very interesting, but like Matthew said, it probably would be very like wishy-washy, not in chronological order. Which it could be really good. I mean, I believe in Nolan heart-wholeheartedly that he probably would do a good job, but might not be the franchise for him personally. Because I don't know if it fits with his particular style, unless he just wanted to.
I feel
Tenet.
like when you give him a big property like that, you can write the film in your head before you see it. Like, I know what that film is going to be, like it's going to be, there's a guy who's stolen something and he's evil or whatever, but we see that at the start, even though that's the end of it, and then we see James Bond and he's not a super spy, but then we cut to scenes where he is a super spy.
And James Bond's the villain the whole time. James Bond was the villain, and he guns himself down because there's time travel.
If anything, he's the best suited for James Bond because he also doesn't know how to write women.
I did not expect this to go this way. Okay, round two, and I'm going for Ewan this time.
Oh, no.
So, Ewan, round two. Christopher Nolan directing God of War. Green light or cancel?
Well,
very
I've seen what he's done with Greek mythology. I liked his take on it. It's still, as we said, a story that's been told many, many, many times.
But gotta say green light or cancel. You got like 5 seconds to do it.
Oh, 5 seconds. Green light. Yes.
I'd imagine so. You went into the pitch immediately.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I misremembered the rules of the game. Now do I get to go into my pitch?
Yes, of course. You have 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Oh, I have to pitch it. Fuck. Christopher Nolan does real good with mythology stuff. I'd be interested to see his take on Norse mythology. Not so much, very much the video games though is my only thing.
Unless he's done the original God of War trilogy, which is Greek mythology.
Yeah, that is true. He's already done a Greek mythology thing though. But he's done plenty of other space and.
You sound unsure about your pitch. Time's running out, Ewan.
I'm kind of convincing myself here as I'm going along. I'm pitching it to
5,
myself. At this point.
4, 3, 2.
Do I want this film?
I don't think you deserve the point for that because you're very unsure about your own pitch.
Yeah. He's not convinced me to give him a point. That's for sure.
I wouldn't greenlight this God of War.
He talked himself out of it.
Yes, I'd greenlight it. But wait, I've seen this before. So I'm not sure if he should greenlight it.
I'd greenlight it, but I don't want him to to do a video game adaptation. I don't want him to do Greek mythology. So actually, no, don't do it.
Should Nolan have this project? I have no fucking idea. All right, round 3, and I'm gonna go to Scott for this one.
Fuck.
So, Scott, this will be a very interesting one. I'd love to hear your take on it. So, Christopher Nolan directing Marvel's X-Men. Green light or cancel?
X-Men. I would cancel because the dude's like 55 years old. I prefer him. He's already done a comic book trilogy.
Yeah, well, people can't direct. I agree,
it's
Scott.
like one of the biggest comic book trilogies of all time. Even though the last one isn't as great, he still directed the fucking Dark Knight, which you guys fucking love for some reason. You guys consider
hate it,
it
yeah.
the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah, you hate it.
I don't hate it. I rewatched it recently. I really enjoy it. I just don't think it's the greatest comic book movie of all time, But yeah, he's already done
Say that to IMDb, pal.
But yeah, X-Men, I don't think he would be as involved with it, Did you say a trilogy or just one singular?
No, just X-Men, just an X-Men film.
Yeah, I don't think that's kind of his cup of tea. I can't see him telling maybe of Apocalypse, but maybe no. I don't know.
Fair
I
enough.
don't
I'll
think
cut-
he would. I don't think he would.
I'll cut you off there, Scott. I personally think it would be interesting to see an X-Men film because we've seen what he's done with superhero stuff before. He's done DC stuff, so I think it would be interesting his interpretation of a Marvel superhero stuff, especially about mutants.
I
But
would
that's
be
just
very.
me
I'd be
personally.
wary of him dealing with a team. He's good with solo people, as we said. I don't know if he'd do as well with a team.
Multiple
of people.
characters.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nah, no one's not got that. Yeah, he's not done anything with multiple
but
characters.
Has he?
I agree with Scott. I agree
Odyssey,
with
there's
Scott.
thousands of people.
Like Odysseus is the
I-
main character.
Yeah. You know, even his
So-
superhero thing, he did Batman, and he was like, "I don't want to do Robin. That's one too many."
Yeah,
but,
I guess
like,
I'll add him in the
I-
end.
I agree with yeah, and he's literally called Robin. That was such a fucking Dark Knight Rises is so shit. I agree with Scott though that Nolan doing X-Men would suck. He doesn't have a passion for superheroes, so
No, he
he wouldn't
doesn't.
give a fuck about the project. I think X-Men it needs a massive refresh, needs to be brought back in, and needs a young director that cares about it. It can be colorful, it can be bright, it can be campy, it can be the X-Men while also being this like incredible allegory with these amazing characters in it. And also, again, I know how the entire film would go. We open up to the White House and the president's getting arrested or killed, and then we cut back in time to Xavier's school, and then we cut forwards in time and the school's on fire, and we cut back in time. Fucking, I've seen it already. Like it's a Nolan film. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, to be fair, okay, Scott, you get the point. You get the point. So that's you and Matthew parred with 1 point, and Ewan with 0. So Matthew, I'm
Sad
gonna
because
throw-
everyone's just hating on Nolan now. Everyone's getting angry about this man.
everyone's like, Nolan shouldn't
everyone
direct
started
anything
off this
outside his
film
own
being like-
style.
Everyone started off this podcast being like, I really liked it. I'm really struggling to find anything bad I can knock off. And now it's just been nothing but this guy's shit.
It's funny.
Hell yeah!
You guys don't want to
Almighty,
see
why
Nolan direct anything outside his comfort zone. Stay in your box.
I like. No, see, what I think Nolan does well with is when he's doing original stories.
Yes.
When he's writing an original film, when he's creating, so, like, Odysseus is an adaptation. All right, like, fuck off. Like, it's.
Matthew can already hear the comments of this video already.
But it's like I think Nolan does best when he's doing something that isn't attached to a big franchise. That is its own. It's a piece of art. It's a piece of cinema. It's a story that he wants to tell because he's passionate about telling it. And I just don't think he'd be passionate about telling a James Bond, a fucking X-Man. And those when you stick him in a franchise, he loses what makes him special.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that statement, Matthew. I was so close to almost giving you a second point for that, but I think that would be unfair to Scott. But
Yeah,
I
we're not
really-
even.
yeah. But I was like, yeah, you've convinced me on that for sure. Like, I totally agree because I think his best stuff is definitely when he does his own original. But now, Matthew, I'm gonna throw this next pitch to you. Green light or cancel Christopher Nolan directing RoboCop.
Green light. Forget everything I just said. Give him all the franchises. I want him to reboot every 80s franchise. Give him RoboCop. Give him fucking
Yes.
I'm trying to think of other 80s franchise. Terminator. Give him fucking everything. No. I say cancel because I don't think you need to reboot RoboCop. It's one of my favorite movies ever. It's maybe one of the few like perfect movies. RoboCop is fucking outstanding. They already did a reboot with Michael Keaton in like 2013, and it fucking sucks dick. And the 1980s one is just a flawless masterpiece. I don't want to see anybody touch it.
They're doing a TV show. They're making a TV show.
Of course they are.
I believe James
Yeah.
Wan is
That's
direct-
also, I guess. It's also, I guess, the curse of RoboCop is there's a billion sequels and reboots and cartoons and whatnot. But the original is so good. I think Nolan could maybe do something interesting with it, especially if you were to flip his time stuff on it, because you could cut to being the cop and then being the RoboCop, and then like we get the like reveal of how we got there and whatnot. But yeah, fuck it. Nah, get rid of it.
Yeah, I'd put it in the bin. I was like, crying from your passion of don't fucking touch RoboCop.
Going away to start just cuddling RoboCop during Matthew's passionate talk about the movie.
Yeah,
I love
Scott,
RoboCop, man. It's
Scott's the
fucking-
traumatized
If you haven't
child.
watched
like,
RoboCop
"No."
recently, you
It's so
really
good,
should because
yeah.
it's a fucking
It's,
outstanding.
it's actually
movie.
on my list. That's
It's
why the
just-
DVD is just right next to me.
Nice.
RoboCop
Yeah,
is a
it's so
fantastic
fucking
movie.
good.
The games are also really fucking good. The new ones that came out,
Yeah.
they're holy shit. They're
Yeah.
actually so amazing. Okay, so what does everyone think? Do you think Matthew deserves the point? Was he
Yes.
convincing enough,
Yeah.
guys? Cool. Matthew has now got another point. Congratulations. 2 points to Matthew, 1 point to Scott. Ewan, I'm going to throw this one at you, and I'm very
Heck.
interested to see what
Oh,
you
gosh.
think.
Oh, no.
So, Christopher Nolan directing Ghostbusters. Green light or cancel?
Nah, cancel that. Sorry, Chief. Ghostbusters is more of like a campy, like it's got that level of charmy cheesiness to it, and it's wonderful. When I think charming cheesiness, I do not think Christopher Nolan.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
it. That's
true.
that's
But
my
what if he
justification.
totally flipped the switch and he's like, you know what? I should do it very over the top and campy and super 80s because it's Ghostbusters, and he just totally goes mental.
What if
with
Christopher
it.
Nolan got a whole different personality?
He's gonna
Yeah.
Somebody hit him on the head with a frying pan.
He has amnesia, and then he's just writing Memento all over again.
Oh, and he's remembering that he was a film director the whole time, and he's
like,
so
wait a
it's a
minute,
meta commentary of
is-
he's making Ghostbusters and remembering that he's actually
He's
a
Christopher
serious
Nolan.
filmmaker.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute, this isn't my style. I make great existential movies, not this campy garbage.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Ghostbusters! Oh god, yeah, I agree with you, and I don't think he should touch Ghostbusters with a fucking shitty
No, I
stick, to
agree.
be honest. So I give you
The
the point for
franchise is
that.
dog shit, anyways.
Yes.
It
Only
really
the
is.
first movie and the video game, the 2009 video game, are good.
Oh,
Every
yeah,
other
I
movie,
agree.
fucking awful.
It's
Hell yeah.
terrible, yeah.
So yeah, you and Scott are parred with 1 point, Matthew
God.
with 2 points.
Oh god.
So this will be the last
Scott.
one, and I'll throw it at you, Scott. So
God.
green light or cancel? Should Christopher Nolan direct Evil Dead Wrath?
No, I don't think horror. He's not done horror yet, and he says he wants a really good concept for horror. He's already done.
Yes.
You know, like there's already been so many Evil Dead movies. I don't think this is as we've all said, he's not really a franchise man. You know, he's done one franchise, and that's with creative freedom, as much creative freedom as he has had. But I think he wants a decent concept for a horror movie that sustains itself.
Yeah, I think he wants
Yeah.
thought-provoking sort of stuff, which,
Yeah.
you know, Evil Dead would have its limitations for sure.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a gore effects driven film than a like concept driven film, you know.
Unless he's been hit on the head and he makes Ghostbusters and Evil Dead Wrath. Bada. Wait, wrong movie. I'm directing this other film.
Yeah, they combine the ghosts that they're busting with the deadites that have taken over New York.
He just crossovers the films and the
Evil Dead
post-production.
Ghostbusters directed by Chris Nolan.
I would honestly think I was tripping. I would be like, what the hell is this? What do you think, guys?
Oh my
Think
God.
Scott deserves the point?
Yeah, I think he deserves the point for sure.
Hell yeah. Congratulations, Scott. Ding, ding, ding.
Although
You
I
and Matthew
will-
have tied.
I know I'm tied currently with Scott, and I don't know if that's the end of the game. The only ding I would have concept-wise if we were to do this game again, it's really easy to say no. It's super easy to say no. I
mean,
think
when
it
you
would be
s-
more
when-
interesting if we have to convince you it's a good idea.
When we
Okay, I'll throw it at you right now, Matthew, because I do have one more for you. You have to convince me right now if Christopher Nolan can make a good Fast and Furious movie. Right now.
Absolutely, he could. If Fast and Furious has got Christopher Nolan written all over it, are you kidding me? If you're thinking about like Fast and Furious 5, right, which is like a heist movie. I don't know if you've seen Fast and Furious 5. They steal like a safe and they like race it down a motorway or something. It's ridiculous. But you know what else is ridiculous? Tenet. They do basically the same sort of thing in Tenet. They're driving down, there's like a heist thing going on, whatever the fuck was happening. Just do that, but they're in fancier cars. You've got a Fast and Furious movie with a weird... They went to space in one of the Fast and Furious movies. And then they go into a black hole, and you're in a fucking Interstellar or whatever the fuck that film's about. So
you're telling me
feel
Fast and
he's
Furious is
being-
gonna be
I
all
feel
of his
like he's-
movies?
Yeah, I think like he's. Oh, that would be such. It's like a nostalgia trip. They're like literally driving down his career until they get to the end, and then they forget what they were doing.
And then they realize Batman's all that matters. Yeah, they realize nothing matters but Batman.
Yeah. But I feel like Christopher Nolan's career has been building him to a franchise as great and renowned as Fast and Furious. So I think that he's the type of director that we could trust with that beloved series.
Fast and Furious, Christopher Nolan going down. Yeah,
What would
it
he
be
call
called?
it? Furious and Fast. Is
Wow,
backwards.
thought-provoking. Wow,
You
wow.
got me. You convinced me. That's 100% what I would say.
A Christopher Nolan driving through memory lane in a Fast and Furious style movie sounds fucking insane.
Exactly. Doesn't it sound like the best
Insane.
film ever made?
What do you think, guys? Is it the best film ever made?
I don't know. Christopher Nolan didn't get smacked over the head with a frying pan and start singing.
That's
the
true.
Ghostbusters theme. I'm
That's
not
true. He
convinced.
has cognitive critical thinking skills, so I think it would be bad.
But the like lead character could be like Ben Affleck. He's done Matt
He's
Damon.
done nothing recently.
Get Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
exactly.
just get
Last
his best
film I saw
man.
Ben Affleck in, Hypnotic. So that was dog shit.
Awful.
But yeah,
Yeah,
no, that was
it
good
was so
notes,
bad.
Matthew. That was very good notes. I think for the next time we do this game, I think just convincing it has to be yes, yes, yes would be very more interesting, especially if I pitch worse ideas where I'm like,
Yeah.
try to
How to
convince
make
me
this
that
idea work. Yeah.
If you're,
Yeah,
if you're trying
yeah.
to think of if you're trying to think of a tiebreaker, what you could do is you could have Scott and Matthew try and pitch what they think Christopher Nolan should make.
That's a great idea. Go right now, do it. That sounds awesome.
Scott, I've talked for a bunch. You can go.
A Doctor Who
Yeah.
movie. A timey-wimey Doctor Who movie.
You're a cunt.
Still Matthew's idea.
He's already, he's British, He's nobody would be angry if a British man directed a Doctor Who movie,
Sold, yeah, sold. I'm already
The size of the
invested.
fucking TARDIS in IMAX would be worth the price of admission alone.
To be fair, a Nolan IMAX with the TARDIS would be fucking gorgeous for sure.
No.
Yeah, I have.
I think he should. I think he should direct a Saw movie. I think he should reboot the Saw franchise. I feel like we want Christopher Nolan to do a horror movie. We saw in Odyssey that he can do horror and grotesqueness really, really well. What's a film that does horror and grotesque really well? Saw. What's also a film that has a fucking crazy ass twist and deals with lots of weird time jumps? Saw. It's written all over, ready for Christopher Nolan to get in with his weird little. Ooh, and make a great script.
Ooh.
Exactly.
That's Nolan's flair. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, Sean, we have to.
He's a fucking ghost, which ties back to the Ghostbusters movie. Perfect. I'm struggling to give the point to either parties.
It's either Doctor Who or it's
Saw.
Saw.
I think personally, I'd have to go with Saw, but I don't. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, we'll call it Saw, and Matthew gets the point because I think that'd be interesting. But you both played very well. That was fun. I think for next time. Yeah, I think for next time, convincing people to do yeses would be very, very fun, I would say. I don't know how we're all feeling, but I do have a final segment for you guys. If you do want to jump into it.
Go.
We're only an hour into the episode, so.
Yeah, we've been flying through not too bad, which is at a decent pace, which is good. Obviously, I'm going to have to start screen recording, guys, because we are doing a blind
Close with
rank.
Fucking bastard, man.
We're always
Next 3 hours right here.
Yep. That's why I was like, you sure you want to do the next segment, guys? Because it could push us over. Could push us over.
We were just discussing before we hit record. I was gonna say, does Christopher Nolan have 10 movies? Yeah, he's got like 12.
Yeah.
Because Scott's
Yeah, he
seen
does.
not half of them. He's only seen 5 or 6, which is like
Yeah,
No,
80%.
I watched half
Yeah.
of them over the last week.
That's quick maths, innit? Quick maths, innit? Brilliant. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll share.
Sorry, you've seen most. if
I've seen
not-
most of them.
Yeah, I'll
I
share
just
my-
there's 2 of them I haven't seen,
Yeah.
so I wonder if they're gonna pop up.
Yeah, I wonder.
Quickly
Oh my god.
screen record this.
I think the only one I haven't seen is Interstellar, honestly.
Really?
Oh no, I've not seen Following 1998. I don't know what that is.
Following is
He said one of
okay.
his
Oh,
first
that's his
ones,
first ever one. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
his film in 1998, which is only like an hour and 10 minutes. That's like the only Nolan film that I haven't seen, to be
It's
perfectly
okay.
honest. But I thought I'll take your opinion with a grain of salt because you also think The Dark Knight is also okay.
It's a 4 out of 5.
I believe you, to be
I
fair, because it
agree.
is Nolan's first one. But yeah, get your blind ranking, guys. We've got our
I'm
our 1
ready.
to 10
Ready.
down. Nice, cool.
I'm ready,
I've,
pal.
there's a few of these I haven't even seen, so this will be fun.
Nice. Cool. I'm just going to quickly write mine down because I got very distracted by Scott's opinions.
To
'cause I really want
Belfast.
to hear them.
Let's take a trip
I
to
haven't
Belfast.
seen his first 3. I haven't seen Following
Nice, to
Memento
Belfast.
and Insomnia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I really hope that we can get rid of these in post because this app is
Yeah, don't worry, I
atrocious
can-
for all the
I
ads.
can crop it. I
Kids
crop it,
sail
bro.
free.
Don't worry, bro.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Okay, let's go
You're
into
welcome,
this,
bro.
guys. Let's see what the first one is on the wheel. So we have got the one with boats, Dunkirk. Yeah, Dunkirk.
I also can only think of the Auntie Donna.
Yeah, it's the best part. This orange keeps saying Christopher Nolan movies.
Yeah, I knew the ending because it was part of a song in Auntie Donna.
Brilliant, brilliant. I think this is gonna be interesting actually, because it's the blind rank. So I
The
might,
one with the boats.
might-
Dunkirk, yeah,
Dunkirk, yeah, Dunkirk. Alright, cool. I'll put
Gosh.
mine down. Are you guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep,
Okay, okay. Let's spin it again.
Oh, you've not. You've not
What's wrong?
deleted
We could land on
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk again.
Oh, sorry.
Tenet.
It might.
I
Tenet.
haven't
click
seen-
rem- you'll need to click remove.
remove, bro.
Yeah, click
We're gonna
remove.
get Dunkirk again.
Not on my
Dunkirk,
watch.
Electric
Not on my
Boogaloo.
watch. Yeah.
Oh, this is
Yeah, I
perfect. This is perfect.
You're perfect.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. We all ready to move on to the next one? Perfect. So the next one on the list,
Dunkirk, Dunkirk.
the Prestige. The Prestige. Now this one. Oh, this one. Yeah.
I think this is going to be a pretty easy list for me because I think I have a pretty like set opinions on Nolan movies. I don't think
Me
I'm
too.
really kind of iffy on any of them.
Most
They're
of them
pretty-
are on
pretty-
the same level for me, so
Yeah, I have a pretty clear list of where I'd rank these.
I have
No,
ones I
I
like.
love Christopher
ones I
Nolan.
like a lot more than others, but
I love Christopher Nolan too, Ewan. He's
come
a
on,
good guy.
Dunkirk, Dunkirk, Dunkirk.
Let's get Dunkirk again. Yeah, Dunkirk, Dunkirk.
Electric
Oh, almost
Boogaloo.
is. Oh, Interstellar is the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Interstellar. Now,
Oh shit! I completely forgot about his brand new movie. The whole point of this podcast episode. Fuck.
yeah, I put Odyssey in here. I had to because that is the episode.
Shit.
You silly goose.
Yeah,
Dunkirk,
yeah, it
Dunkirk,
could land on anything.
Dunkirk.
It's landed on Dunkirk, guys. All right, let's see what the next one is. Oh, The Dark Knight Rises.
Ooh.
Now we know where Matthew.
Okay.
Yeah, this
I
one isn't
disagree
the
with
best
my list a
one.
little bit right now, but that's just because I was too hateful early on, and now Dark Knight Rises has come up, and I wish I could be more hateful than that.
I think you did the same thing as me. I also ranked Tenet quite low. I did the exact same thing, and now I'm like, shit, Dark Knight Rises is going to be rated higher, so don't judge me.
Dunkirk.
Are we all ready to move on,
Dunkirk.
gents?
No.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we'll get Dunkirk, I promise. We'll get Dunkirk back. Following
Oh, fuck, I've not seen
1998.
Following.
Yeah, I've not seen it either, so this will be a very easy one, but I disagree with where I'm putting it.
Delightful.
Number 1, right to the top.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right to the top, baby. Right to the top. Are we ready?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Perfect. So the next one on the list is Inception. Ooh, I do
Okay.
love this movie. Inception is
Shit.
really,
It's a
really
good time.
Oh, I'm gonna be so annoyed.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
You're
really
always
upset.
annoyed.
What? Zing.
Okay.
All right, so the next one is almost Dunkirk. Oppenheimer. Oh, that's quite tough. That is quite a tough one now. Okay. I put it here or here. Fuck it. I'm gonna, just in case we don't get it, I'm gonna have to put it here. We all ready, gents?
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Okie
Go on,
dokie.
Dunkirk.
So the next one on the list, The Dark Knight. Oh God. Oh no, I ranked everything. Ah no.
I'm pretty happy with my list except for where Dark Knight Rises is, but you know what? I can live with it.
Yeah. About. I wish that I could put this a little bit higher. All right, let's go for the next one, guys.
Please
And the
don't.
next one is Dunkirk. Brilliant! We got it twice. The one with the boats. Sean, you didn't click remove. Sean.
Oh, you did. You did.
I did click
Batman
remove.
Begins.
Oh, okay. I'm
Batman
okay.
Begins.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm solid with my list.
Yeah,
I was
pretty
gonna be
happy.
really upset if Odyssey showed up.
I was hoping it would show up, but thankfully I put it took its place for where I wanted the other film. All right, so I can stop the recording for that because we don't need it. For
Okay, bye. End of episode.
further. Yeah, goodbye. All these Ireland ads.
Bye.
Bye.
You
All
planning
right,
on
guys.
visiting Ireland or something? Your cookies are desperate for you to go.
Yeah, exactly. I should probably consider getting a flight.
Kids ride
All right,
free.
guys. We all, yeah, exactly. We all know how this goes, guys. So let's hear Scott. You're number 10. What did you put?
10 net. I haven't seen it.
10.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
I-
Okay.
Do you want to say why it's number 10, or are you just happy?
I
with
haven't seen
being-
it.
Not seen it. He's not seen it.
Oh, sorry.
Tell us why you
Sorry.
hate Tenet so much, Scott. It's probably shit, so I wrote it rated the lowest.
Ewan, what did you put for your number 10?
I put following. I haven't seen
That's
it.
wise. That's wise. Fair enough, Matthew. What
Tell us
did
why.
you put for
Tell us
number
why.
10?
My number 10 is Interstellar, and guess what? I haven't seen it.
Nice. I'm shocked. My number 10 is Tenet. I disagree with my list already because I think Tenet should be rated higher, but you know it's the blind rank and I didn't know where anything else was gonna go, and a lot of Nolan's movies are bangers, so I had to rate it low. It's a very thought-provoking film. It is very timey-wimey, but it's still pretty good. But it doesn't deserve to be number 10, I would say.
Fair. You thought that was the safe option, just being like, I'll just bung it at the bottom. It's
Straight up, because you never know what else is going to get put, and I
Yeah.
didn't want, like, you know, something better to get put at number 10. Like, I'm not saying Tenet isn't better, but, like, it's very subjective with Nolan films, but, you know, it's the blind rank.
Got it.
Matthew, what did you put for
Yeah.
number 9?
My number 9, I put Tenet. I have seen Tenet. I think I saw it in IMAX. It was one of the last times I saw it in Glasgow, in the
Oh, cool.
IMAX cinema during the pandemic.
Was that an IMAX
I
cinema
do
we went to? I
believe.
thought it was just a normal cinema
Yep.
screening.
Nope, it's an IMAX one in Glasgow. It's by the BBC, and that's why we went all the way there to see it. But the film itself, very good. When you see it in cinemas for the first time, it's got the spectacle that Nolan manages really well. It feels like a big
Oh, yeah.
blockbuster. That scene where the plane crashes into the hangar is fucking
Oh, yeah.
outstanding, crazy intense. Every time I've watched the film since then, I think I've seen it 2 or 3 times since then, I'm like, it's kind of just dull. It's just kind of dull, just kind of boring. It's a film driven by an idea and not driven by characters, and the idea is interesting enough, or it's confusing, or it's a bit of a mess. It doesn't communicate itself super well in the ideas that it's producing, and it's a lot of ideas and not a lot of substance. And it's
I think for
probably the worst Nolan movie. I think is almost certainly the worst Nolan movie.
I'd kind of agree with that, because as a casual viewer, I think you would definitely get confused if you don't know Nolan's style, because it is very much like this is what's happening, with very subtle explanation in the movie, like very, very subtle. Like I didn't realize till maybe like my second or third watch that I was like, oh, was that meant to be Tenet at the end? Oh, right.
It's one of those films that it feels kind of annoying at times to watch, where it's like the writer is like, look how smart I am. Don't you think I'm smart?
It is Nolan showing off for sure. Yeah.
Don't you think I'm a clever guy because I can tell this story? And it's like, I don't know. If you were clever, I wouldn't be so fucking confused.
Yeah. Oh, but does that mean I'm a good storyteller because you didn't know what was going on?
Yeah. But yeah, that's why Tenet's there.
That's fair enough. Scott, what did you put for your number 9?
I put The Dark Knight Rises, which I haven't seen since it came out. So that's, 14 years ago? Half my lifetime ago. That's
Jesus.
insane to think about.
Wow.
That is insane, yeah. Needs a rewatch.
So I'm the exact opposite of you guys. I haven't seen this in a while. I remember liking it enough, So I think positively about this movie rather than you guys thinking negatively. Yeah, as I said, I don't remember anything. The plane sequence is a lot of fun. The opening plane sequence.
Yeah, the start sequence is awesome.
Tom Hardy is fun. He does have a goofy voice, but he is fun. And as I remember about the movie. It's an iconic voice. It is a funny voice.
It is pretty great. It is amazing. And to be fair, I didn't recognize it was Tom Hardy when I first watched it. I was like, holy shit.
But I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't have anything else to say about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Anne Hathaway's Black Cat is pretty good, or Catwoman.
Catwoman,
I'm thinking Spider-Man for a second there.
They're very similar characters. Cat burglars in it.
Yeah, same sort of style. But no, that's fair. Ewan, what did you put for your number 9?
I also put The Dark Knight Rises. I would argue, out of all the films of Nolan's I've seen, I would argue it to be one of his weakest. It's still a decent movie. It just a lot of plot holes. I've not watched it in a while.
Fucking Batman outswims a nuclear bomb in that.
What?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's
ridiculous.
yeah.
It is pretty insane.
He obviously had an escape pod.
That's how Batman's so good. He's so good.
How did he get away? He's Batman. It's the classic
Straight
Batman
up.
escape. Yeah.
No one understood the assessment when given Batman. How did he get out? Because he's Batman.
The weird thing about this Dark Knight trilogy is how short of a lifespan this Batman actually has. He's Batman for half a year, and then he disappears for 8 years. Then he comes back, and then he disappears again. There's no lifespan to this Batman. It's so strange.
Yeah. I think it's quite realistic for a real life Batman, I suppose, because I don't think Batman would have a long lifespan. If you're trying to be a vigilante in a cape, trying to be the world's greatest detective, you'd probably have a really short career for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's cool. That's cool. Number 8, Scott, what did you put?
I put Dunkirk, which I actually just saw for the first time the other day. Again, telling the story out of sequence did throw me for a loop. I probably saw this movie way too early in the morning. I saw it before work, just trying to cram as much Nolan into my life as I possibly could before this podcast, so I could actually talk about the movies, because I still hadn't seen this movie. Yeah, it's a solid movie. I think my favorite part of the movie comes towards the end of this movie, where it's Cillian Murphy who has killed the young boy on the boat. And there's a moment where he's asking the other two, Mark Rylance, and there's somebody else on the boat with him, and he's asking Mark Rylance and the other guy, is the boy okay? Did I kill him? And the other dude decides to tell me the lie in that moment, where he's like, yeah, he'll be fine. Which I think is quite profound of a moment, because obviously Cillian Murphy in the movie has suffered PTSD. His fragile state of mind cannot handle the fact that he just accidentally killed this young boy on the boat. And there's a slight little nod that Mark Rylance gives, which I think is the best performance in the entire movie. It's so strange, this little subtle little nod of acknowledgement of what this guy did for Cillian Murphy in this moment. But yeah, it's a decent movie. There's a bit of the scene in the boat where there's people shooting through the boat, and if the boat is flooding. That scene was also in the Odyssey when they're in the horse and they're just stabbing the boat.
Yeah.
The water's going. That same scene.
All in them, yeah. Yeah, he just redone that scene for sure.
But yeah, Dunkirk is pretty good. It's a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, Dunkirk's
People
fun. I
find
really
it
do like
fun.
Dunkirk. It's more like, instead of watching a plot, you're more just seeing like the interpretation of the war itself. Like it's very, very good as a grand epic scale in the cinema. Matthew, what did you put for your number 8?
My number 8's also Dunkirk, and it's basically what you said there,
Amazing.
Sean. Is I've seen this film once, and I saw it in cinemas. I have not seen it since then. I remember seeing it in cinemas and being like, that was a fucking excellent time. I absolutely loved it in cinemas. I really liked the non-linear story. I think it's done really well in Dunkirk with the like watch ticking or whatever the fuck it was, as far as I can remember. But it's it's been a number of years since I've seen it. It's not been one that I've been like, oh fuck, I wanna just sit down and watch Dunkirk today. It's not one of my favorites. It's completely fine. Maybe I will revisit it. Scott's made me kind of want to watch it again, because I'm like, I barely remember this film. But lots of good performances, and Harry Styles there, so that's cool.
Yeah, and Tom Hardy's also there as well.
Yeah. Not as good an actor as Harry Styles, but Tom Hardy is also in it.
Yeah, he has got shoes to fill when next to Harry Styles for sure. Yeah, that's fair. Ewan, what did you put for your number 8?
I put Oppenheimer.
Ooh.
What?
Wow, that is a hot
interesting.
take.
That is a real hot take. That is a big
hot
hot
like
take.
the atom bomb.
Yeah.
It's a real atom bomb Ewan just dropped on us
Ewan
there.
dropped an atom bomb on the episode.
No.
Sorry, Nolan, it's a number 8.
I need to watch it again.
Honestly, before Odyssey came out, Oppenheimer was up there for one of like my
good
favorites.
movie.
It was like in my top 3 or 4, I would say. Like, it's really fucking good. Cillian Murphy's performance is outstanding in it,
Yeah, I'm glad.
and Emily Blunt as well. She's also.
I want to
really good
hear.
in that movie.
I want to hear why it's number 8.
Yeah,
It's mostly because it didn't leave the same impression on me, I suppose. I'll probably need to watch it again. I think it just felt still kind of slow. I think I'm probably basing it off of a lot of things that other people I know have said, that they find it was fine. The big spectacle behind it was because it was on during the same time as Barbie, and people put them together, and it was a perfect little palate cleanser thing for the both of them. Because I'm pretty sure I did the same thing when I went to go see it. I did the Barbenheimer, but I'll need to watch it again. That's what I'll say. on that.
Barbenheimer
But
was a fun time.
That's the reason why. I was given a list of all these things. I've made it very clear I hate the blind rank.
That is fair. I put you on the spot with it, Ewan.
No, but I'm still fairly happy with where it's placed. It's out of all the other films that have made like an impression on me, I would say Oppenheimer is the one I've like forgotten the most, and I'm not in a rush to rewatch.
It is
There
very
you
long.
go.
Very similar to Matthew's opinion on Odyssey, which is very interesting.
There you go.
Scott, what'd you put? for
Needed
your
more
number 8?
violence.
Oh no, I already said
Needed
your number
more
8.
violence.
It's
No.
now time for my number 8.
I needed to see
more
a
violence.
human being atomized. I needed to see how that bomb was used.
Oh, this is not nice. This is not
Plants.
nice. This is not nice. Oh, this is not nice.
Oppenheimer's doing the whole film. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not nice. Why am I doing this? My number 8 is actually Dunkirk as well. I also didn't fucking say it. My number 9 is also following, not seen it. Anyway, Dunkirk. It's number 8 because I know Nolan films are all really good. I loved Dunkirk when I watched it in cinemas. I've not seen it since, but like Matthew, I need to rewatch it. But I do remember it being not much more focused on the plot, but more like the visuals and the actual fight scenes and like the grand epic scale of it. And I really did enjoy it in cinema. When I first watched it in cinema, like I was like 19 at the time, and I was like, holy shit, that was like a fucking excellent film. Like most Nolan films, when you first watch it, you're like, holy shit, I was blown away. But it was only when you watch it like maybe a couple more times, you reflect more about it, you have more of a solid opinion and foundation of it for sure. But yeah, Dunkirk's number 8 for me as well. So most of us were in agreement for that, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Except me.
Yeah, except you, Ewan, except you. Matthew, what's your number 7?
My number 7 is The Dark Knight Rises. I wish I would flip. I would flip Rises with Dunkirk.
Okay.
If I was to, I did it. That's why I was like, I wish I could put Dark Knight Rises lower. But yeah, Dark Knight Rises is real bad. It's not a good movie. as you said, there's a lot of weird plot holes in Dark Knight Rises. There's a lot of stuff they just never answer and never go back to and forget about. Batman outswims a nuclear bomb.
How does he get all the way from the middle
you
of
know,
nowhere with no vehicle? That hole back to
yeah.
Gotham.
Yeah, he's Batman, man. You know, it's Batman. Tom Hardy. I remember. I don't know if you remember this when the voice of Tom Hardy came out.
Yeah.
Nobody could understand what he was saying, and they redubbed him. Yeah, and even then, it's still not great. If you go, you can watch the original Dark Knight Rises trailer, and Tom Hardy is like, and then when it comes out, it's like, oh, well, yes. But yeah, it sucks. It's a stupid, stinky film, and
It's by number 7 out of 10.
It's mid.
Yeah.
It's mid. It's mid.
yeah,
Fair.
it's not even mid. I would say it's actively bad. I think it's an actively not good film. It is one of Nolan's biggest misfires is The Dark Knight Rises. Also, even from the naming, you know, like Batman Begins, it's called Batman Begins, and then it's The Dark Knight, and then it's The Dark Knight Rises. You know, like they're capitalizing off the success of The Dark Knight and not off it being a part of the Batman trilogy.
Yeah,
you know,
giving it its own separate title. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Ewan, what is your number 7?
Sorry? What's... Oh, my number 7.
You seem very confused by number 7.
I thought you skipped yourself. I thought you'd skipped yourself. My bad. Mine is Batman Begins.
Okay.
Again,
Batman
it's
Begins.
It's a fairly forgettable one. Again, well, not
Yeah.
forgettable. That's too strong. But I would. It didn't leave the same impression. Again, the soundtrack is great. Soundtrack every time, very good. Bang, go the mic. The suit. Oh yeah, the suit as well. That's the other thing I wasn't a massive fan of either. It's the last time where they do the classic Batman thing where his like neck.
He
is
can't
just
move his neck.
Yeah, they reference that in The Dark Knight when he gets a new suit and he's like, how about a suit that I can turn my head?
Yeah. Yeah, mobile agility and stuff. You
I
know?
need to reverse.
Yeah. I thought Liam Neeson was a decent villain, but just his character motivations and such was just a bit silly. It felt
Ra's al Ghul's quite
plot
one-dimensional.
felt
Yeah.
a bit silly. There you go.
Wait, are you
I
telling
like
me
everything with Alfred.
bat.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Are you telling me a movie where a man dresses up as a bat is silly and the
It's
guy
silly.
dresses up as a scarecrow?
The man dresses up
Very
as a
silly.
bat to solve crimes.
Very silly for a Nolan film. Very
Yeah.
silly Nolan.
Silly goose.
Everything with Alfred in it though
Honk.
is fantastic. And any like Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight, and Batman Begins, love Michael Caine every time.
Master Wayne.
He's
yeah,
good
no,
in
Michael
them,
Caine
yeah.
is excellent.
What's the
yeah.
point in all those push-ups if you can't even lift a bloody log?
Yeah, he's pretty excellent. I think
great.
Michael Caine is one of the strongest performances in the trilogy for sure.
Yeah.
Scott, what's your number 7?
Mine is The Following. It is an interesting movie to watch once you're familiar with, it's Nolan. It's him trying to find his identity as a writer, as a director. This movie is about a writer who follows around people in the streets he's like a new writer. He's trying to take inspiration from people's habits and stuff like that. So this is very much like Christopher Nolan writing about himself.
Very meta, yeah.
Yeah.
Very meta film.
There's a lot of Christopher Nolan in his movies. But yeah, he meets a burglar who likes to go into people's houses and just move stuff around, starts drinking wine. And he doesn't take anything. He just likes the idea of people being disturbed by the idea of stuff has been moving around in their houses, which is a very interesting
sounds like a
concept.
mental premise.
But
yeah,
yeah,
it
but
sounds like a mental premise.
This movie is worth watching. It's the shortest movie. It's like 17 minutes long. It's a very messy movie, but I would recommend watching it just to see like the basic he still had his identity in like 1998. This is Christopher Nolan at his like core. Basically, this is just him finding his identity, and it's decent. I don't remember too much of it, but it's decent.
Nice.
Nice. I definitely need to give it a check for sure. My number 7 is also The Dark Knight Rises. It's not the best Batman film of all time. It's all right. Like when I watched it as a kid, I thought it was all right. Like I didn't hate it. But even like rewatching the trilogy, like when you go from Dark Knight to Dark Knight Rises, you're just like, God, what happened, man? Like what happened? Like the scaling is so different, the pacing's different, the writing's different, and it's a weird way to end Batman. Like you said, like he just teleports away with a bomb. Like it's so insane. And then he's also in Spain, I guess, with Anne Hathaway, and Michael Caine conveniently bumps into him. It's
Small place,
such a
Spain. It's tiny.
yeah, it's a weird film. Not my favorite Nolan film, but it's number 7 because it's the blind rank, I guess. Weirdly enough, ranked higher than Dunkirk. But yeah, I suppose that's it. Number 6, Ewan. What's your number 6?
My number 6 is Dunkirk.
Interesting.
Wow,
Nice.
It's everyone's got kind of the same movies floating around, except
Mm-hmm.
for the like wild shot of Oppenheimer. But
Yeah,
Well, what
yeah,
can
the
I
bomb
say?
drop. Yeah.
I'm still pretty happy with that placement. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sticking to my bombs.
Oh dear,
Ah.
careful.
don't do that, you die.
Yeah,
Dunkirk,
don't think sticking to a bomb's very healthy.
What?
You said sticking to your bombs. I don't think that's a healthy thing to do.
Oh, I thought you said stick it up your bum.
All right.
It is, just for context, this is midnight for all losing.
Yes.
This is a late
So yeah,
recording session.
delirious. This is kicking in
Delete
for
your
sure.
delirious.
delete your delirium.
Delete your delirium.
Dunkirk,
you're saying
number
Dunkirk.
6.
Yeah, Dunkirk.
It definitely left more of an impression, despite the fact it's the movie. It's a movie I have seen probably the least of Nolan's, and I saw it quite a while ago. It still left an impression of it still being a good movie. It's definitely one I will hopefully revisit sooner than later. But it's a very good film. That's all I can say. I'm despite the fact I love Nolan, apart from the options at the top of my list, I've actually not watched a lot of his films recently or frequently enough. I'm always just going off of the impression I always get after leaving the film, which is something I rate a lot of films off of. Mostly because I get told off a lot. I've not seen a lot of films, but the ones I have seen, even if they're a while ago, I'm always judging it off of the impression it left on me, and I remember enjoying it.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
that's a good way of judging it. It's how the art impacts you. So
Exactly. That's what films are for at the end of the day.
Oppenheimer didn't do that, though.
Yeah, I know. We all know.
yeah, you're
Felt
soulless.
nothing. Matthew, what's yours?
My number 6. Number
Yes.
6 is Batman Begins.
Amazing.
You got the same one.
Yeah, just saying.
Batman. Batman Begins is definitely not fantastic as a Batman, as like just a Batman as we know him sort of thing. What I'm saying, but it was an incredibly important movie for making Batman what he is.
Yeah, because it resurrected Batman.
Yeah, before Batman Begins, we had Batman Forever. No, Batman and Robin, and
Robin.
then Batman Forever before that, which are two they're fantastic because they suck. They are awful, but in a kind of a great way. But they turn the character into a cartoon. He's a joke. The entire world is a joke. Everything is just a big thumb your nose at it. Everything is goofy and stupid and shouldn't exist. And Batman Begins had so much ground to fucking cover to be like, we're doing a gritty Batman. Like, that's a fucking, oh my god, a Hail Mary. How are you going to make Batman this goofy fuck with nipples and a Batman credit card? A Batman credit card?
I know. Schumacher, what were you thinking? What the fuck were you thinking?
And, and for that, I really appreciate it because Batman is my favorite superhero. I would say probably if I had to pick one, it would probably be Batman. I fucking adore Batman, and that is largely in part because of the things that Nolan gave onto Batman that got picked up with other things. And also, like Nolan would have taken stuff from comics and things like that, but to help put it into the mainstream, this idea of the grittier, darker Dark Knight, you don't get that without Batman Begins. But yeah, the Ra's al Ghul stuff's terrible. Liam Neeson's accent in that film. Liam Neeson's accent in any film. But,
Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Scott, what about you? What'd you put for your
Well,
number 6?
for once I actually agree with you, this is Oppenheimer. I saw this movie in IMAX.
What the fuck's wrong with you guys?
This was my first movie and so far only movie I've seen in IMAX, and the experience was
How are
great.
we not blown away?
But
that's what
I
I'm saying.
just was not invested in the story. I'm not a big history
Insane.
buff. I couldn't give a shit. The cinematography is amazing. The acting is really fucking solid. On a technical level, this movie is great. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. But it's just not a movie that captivated me in the same way as it did with you, Sean, and you, Matthew. It's just not something I want to go back to in a hurry. I can recognize it as technically a great movie, but just didn't hit me on that level.
Just not for you. Just not for you.
Not for me.
That's fair enough.
That's kind of how I feel about Oppenheimer. Like, watching it, I was like, I really, like, I'm in awe of the filmmaking behind this, the way that they've made this film, the effects, the effort, the literal technicality of the film is impressive, but the characters and the story, like,
Yeah, exactly. But when it comes to Oppenheimer, it's not really about that. But some people look for different things in films, and that's absolutely
I'm
fair.
holding my tongue until I bring up Oppenheimer on my list
Me
to
too.
say my Oppenheimer thoughts.
Me too.
Yeah.
But my number 6 is also Batman Begins, like I said, and it's the same. Like, I like Batman Begins because it did resurrect Batman, but as a trilogy, it's not the best one. I'd say it's probably better than Dark Knight Rises, I would say. Like, it's a great introduction, a reintroduction to Batman, because it's more darker, it's more grittier, you get the intensity. I mean, a lot of the symbolism shots at the start of, like, Batman Begins is really
Scarecrow's
good.
really fun in Batman Begins.
Yeah,
Like,
Cillian Murphy is excellent as Scarecrow. That's the horror elements of Batman Begins, which is really cool. So it does show from an early stage that Nolan, if given the right script, he definitely could probably do a good horror. But yeah, it's number 6 because it is what it is. Yeah. Matthew, what did you put for your number 5? Let's get to top 5.
Really easy number 5. I put Following. I hadn't seen it, and it's the only space I had available that
Excellent.
was low enough for when it came out, so it got into number 5.
Easy peasy, top 5 Nolan films. Hadn't seen it. Love it.
Sounds
Scott,
good though. It sounds interesting.
It does sound really interesting. It sounds cool. Scott, what about your number 5?
Mine is The Prestige. I haven't seen this movie in quite a while, but it is a really fucking fun ride. David Bowie is great. I will say it's really confusing that Christian Bale has scenes with Michael Caine, but Christian Bale is called Alfred in this movie. But every time Michael Caine says Alfred, it just throws me for a loop.
Yeah, it's kind of meta in that sense because it's literally the year after Batman Begins. I'm pretty sure they made The Prestige.
But yeah, this movie is really fun. Again, I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't really talk too much about the plot. But it takes you for a ride and it makes sense. It's a movie that makes sense at the end of it, which I like. I like movies that make sense.
For the most part, it is pretty chronological. Yeah.
Bringing up Michael Caine real quick, it just reminded me of a quick thing with the Odyssey. The last Nolan movie that Michael Caine did was Tenet. My query I had was, do we think that the part that, oh my god, I've forgotten his name, the dude who was also in John Wick, he played the old man in the Odyssey.
Oh, the blind guy. Yeah.
Yes, the blind guy. Do we think
like
that
Lozano.
that part would have gone to Michael Caine if he was still acting?
I don't think so, no.
I don't know actually. That's a hard one to
I feel
judge.
like I feel like if you stick Michael Caine in that, he's doing an Alfred characterization. You know,
Yeah.
so it's what is he bringing to that role that would be something new and interesting? Whereas with John Leguizamo, it was like, I've never seen him do a role like this. This is fantastic. You know, like this is such a good performance from him. Also, like even if he was still acting, he'd be like 1,000 million years old. So it would be like, you know, past, it would be insane.
Well, I mean, that's the only old character.
He played the
I can
dog
think
really
of.
well. He played the dog really well. I'm sorry, I love Michael Caine, but I thought that was a perfect opportunity.
Sean just sobbing his eyes out. Michael
would.
Caine!
Michael Caine!
Wag your tail, Michael Caine!
He waited for Matt Damon. Woof woof. Absolute cinema.
Oh my god, 20-year-old Michael Caine, you're so old!
You're so old and dog ears, Michael Caine. Oh god.
Sorry.
That's fair. You, what did you put for your number 5?
Number 5 I thought was kind of funny. I think that's the main reason I put it there is Tenet.
Interesting.
Because it's the whole point of Tenet. It's supposed to be like right in the
Yeah,
middle.
it's in the same place.
But it left more of an impression on me. Thank you, Scott. That's what
Validation.
It's definitely one that left more of an impression on me. It's rewatching it again and again. I every time I rewatch, I'm like, this story bugs me, and the fact I still can't get it to make sense. But I like time travel stories. They're definitely one of my favorite sort of stories to read, watch, or listen to. So it was interesting seeing a completely different take on it, and the whole like focusing. I like the concept. I feel it could have been executed a little better, because the whole point is to have this level of mystery surrounding it, but there wasn't as much world building as I feel like there should have been. Also, great example of a film of realizing you didn't know the main character's name the whole time and didn't realize until you got to the credits. His name is the protagonist.
Doesn't have a name.
They never say his name once, and you don't realize. Like every time I've watched it with anyone else, they've always gone, "Wait, his name was the protagonist." I'm like, "Yeah, what was his name?" Oh my god, they never said his name. No, it doesn't have a name.
Yeah, it's an interesting film for sure. My number 5 is The Dark Knight, which was hard to pick for the top 5 because it's hard, because when we're getting into these sort of films, a lot of them are absolute bangers. I mean, I love The Dark Knight. It's one of my favorite superhero movies. I mean, we discussed that in like last couple episodes ago in the podcast. So yeah, I have nothing to say, but Dark Knight's an absolute banger. Like, brilliant superhero film, and definitely his best Batman movie. And don't know what happened with Dark Knight Rises.
Just didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it was like, fuck this. Fuck this. Yeah. Scott, what was your number 4?
My number 4 is Batman Begins, which is a movie I watched the other day. I'm struggling to remember too many details about this movie.
Says a lot about the movie.
I mean, it's a perfectly fine, origin story, superhero movie, but I know how Batman begins. Can I see Batman after he began? Like,
yeah. Whoa. That's what I liked about the Batman with Robert Pattinson. How it's like we're just like, he's Batman, we get it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Batman,
Ra's al Ghul isn't. He kind of disappears throughout the movie, and then it's suddenly, oh my god, he's back, and he's burning down the house, and he's he's not really interesting as a villain. Scarecrow is okay, but I don't think he's in the movie enough to be too interesting of a villain. And most of it is just like mob bosses. I did see, I was watching the movie and I'm like, yeah, a lot of this feels like Spider Noir, but we just covered a few weeks ago. Like, there's like a lot of elements in Batman Begins that I can see, but influenced Spider Noir, which is interesting to me. But yeah,
definitely.
This movie isn't one I'd be in a hurry to rewatch. It's nice that I've rewatched it for the first time in 14 years, but I'm not in a hurry to go back to it. It's again, Batman
Here's
isn't
to
my
another
cup
14
of tea.
years.
I'm sorry, Batman still isn't my cup of tea.
Batman.
Batman shouldn't begin ever again with Nolan. That's fair. That's fair enough. Matthew, what is your number 4?
My number 4, we're just chatting about Batman right now, is The Dark Knight. We did talk about it a lot in whatever episode it was, Supergirl.
Yeah,
I think.
Supergirl. Yeah. Mostly we talk about
We
Batman.
spoke about it a lot in
Um,
Supergirl.
Yeah,
The
so I
episode
don't
about
have too
Supergirl,
many
we just
other
spoke about
things
Batman.
to say about The Dark Knight other than it's pretty damn good. I rewatched, because I was making shorts, I rewatched the interview scene with Joker and Batman, when Batman like bounces
Oh, yeah,
his
that's
head off the
great,
table and
yeah.
stuff. And like I just like have it on mute and I've like screen record it and whatnot. But I just sat and watched the scene and like, God damn, that was fucking just fantastic. You know, like the performances
Yeah.
from both of them is so good. It's a great movie. It holds up. My number 4.
Hell yeah. What about you, Ewan? What's your number 4?
This is probably where I start to minorly regret because, but my number 4 is Inception.
Cool.
I've rated some of these things a little higher than I want to, but Inception was a movie that I'd heard a lot about for many, many years. I didn't watch it for many years more. I'm pretty sure the first time I watched it was during the pandemic, and I watched it on like a Netflix watch
Insane.
party with my brother, and it was a fantastic time. One of the best core memories of just loving a soundtrack, like it just fully hitting you in the
Oh,
gut.
yeah. Hans Zimmer, I'm pretty sure, for Inception.
Yeah, he did. That was around the time he was doing a lot of music for Christopher Nolan's films. Yeah, it was a very, very good time. I enjoyed it. Definitely. And it's one of the Nolan films I go back and rewatch a lot. It's a good time.
Nice. I agree with you, Ewan. My number 4 is also Inception. It's one of my favorites when it comes to Nolan's, honestly. I think it's the only Nolan film that has DiCaprio in it as well, which is very interesting as the leading guy. Which, yeah, it's very interesting. He never used him in other stuff, but I think DiCaprio's performance in this is incredible. Tom Hardy's really good in this movie. The whole concept of Inception, like, you know, dreams within dreams, what is reality, like the big questions that it asks about reality in general, I think it's just done superbly, and it definitely fits Nolan's style, like, so well. Like, it's definitely a film that you can definitely tell it's a Christopher Nolan movie when you're watching it. And what I like about a lot of Nolan's movies is, like, he doesn't usually tell you the answer, but, like, with Inception, you kind of get the answer at the end. Like, it kind of leaves it a bit ambiguous. You could see it either or. But I remember, has everyone seen Inception? Or is there people that haven't seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember reading something about, like, Michael Caine online being like, he knew the ending of it because all of his scenes are in the real world. So at the very end, it was like, okay, cool. I guess he's just kind of made it clear that they are in the real world at the end of the movie, which I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it was the
Inception's
type, it was
really
the type of
Like,
paper they
the-
use or something, right?
But with the ending, like, it's one of those things where it doesn't matter if
Yeah.
Michael Caine says it was in the real world or if the original cut it was in the real world. Like, the final cut of the film it's left ambiguous for you to decide.
Yeah.
Like, that is the ending they decided on. So that's the ending, is like, is it or is it not? Fucking who gives a shit what Michael Caine says? I'll beat him up.
Yeah, beat up the 92-year-old
might
man.
kill him. might kill him.
What I love about the ending, I don't care if it's the real world or not, but it's the fact
Yeah.
that Leonardo is starting to doubt whether or not this is the real world, which means
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
his whole goal of the entire movie is to get back to his kids, because I really love those kids. I really want to go back to them. But he's at the point where he's just not trusting reality anymore, which is so fucked, because he's going to spend time with those kids and be like, are those actually my kids? Am I just dreaming this? That's what's so fucked up about it. You know, he's
Yeah,
He's so
absolutely.
disassociated from reality at this point. It's morbid.
Yeah.
It's so fucking sad. He could end up in the same fate as his ex-wife. Depressing.
Yeah, it's truly heartbreaking, and I do love the fucking scene of, like, the whole, like, room rotating in that movie, like the hotel hallway way. That was, like, really fucking cool with how they were able to do that practically. So yeah, it's a banger.
It was nice to see Nolan pay respects to High School Musical 3, of course.
Yeah, he's a big fan. Matthew, what's
damn
your number 3? We're entering top 3.
My number
territory
3 is the Inception.
Hell
just
yeah.
as,
Nice.
you know, people were talking about it. I really enjoyed Inception. I like you, and I hadn't seen it for, like, it came out when we were kids,
Yeah,
so like, I didn't see it when it
2013,
came out.
2010.
God, it's 2010. Yeah,
10,
it's even
it's
older.
2010.
So, like, I was a bit young for when it came out. I didn't see it in cinemas, and then I don't think I saw it until, God, when do I have it logged? Give me a second. When did I see it? 2023. So I was in my 20s when I first saw Inception, and it was a good time. It definitely didn't hit me as hard as I like. It was like it never would, because it's one of those films that had been bigged up like my entire conscious life. You know, where it's like, oh my god, Inception is one of the best movies ever. I didn't like, even just from like watching TV shows where they're like, oh, I didn't understand Inception. Ha ha ha. Blah blah blah. You know, like it broke into the mainstream in such a massive way that it was impossible to have never heard of it. But I really enjoyed it. It holds up. It's one of those films that's basically as good as people say it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which is a pretty hard thing to do. It's a good time. And also, like... oh my god, what the fuck? It's so late. What the fuck's this guy?
I know.
Leonardo
It's almost
DiCaprio.
1 in the morning.
Of course, DiCaprio's only done one movie with Nolan, Sean, because he can't cheat on Scorsese for too long. He's got
Yeah, he
15
can't,
Scorsese
yeah.
movies to make.
That's true. This is true. He was like, right, Scorsese, I'm going to do one Nolan movie, then I promise I'm coming back, baby.
I will be right back.
Yeah,
It's just this one time. It's just this one time, I promise.
I'm just doing one movie, no big deal. It's casual. There's no commitments.
I
I
think
just need some space.
I think
Scorsese.
I-
Just we're on a break right now.
Matthew actually just nailed that on the head. Actually, I think why Inception isn't rated as highly in my head is still one I go back to, but it's because it's like such a well-known, popular ending. I knew the ending without understanding it. It was like
Yeah.
always in those like top 10 lists of like best twist endings of all times, things like that. And
Yeah.
it's so despite even the fact I'd forgotten about it when I was watching the film.
Goddamn Watch Mojo.
Yeah,
I mean-
fuck, yeah.
Yeah, it is one of the most popular endings of all time, but I didn't know the emotional reason why that
Yes,
ending hits,
exactly.
which is on a whole other level. Like, I was surprised by the whole subplot with the kids.
Yeah.
Like, I just did not know that was part of the movie.
Yeah, that's exactly that's again why it's not immediately like, oh, it's rated lower on my list, because I was bigging it up, and I didn't really know that much about the film. I knew bits and pieces, and I knew sort of the ending, I knew the concept, but like the soundtrack, for example, like the whole skeptical of the story, yeah.
Yeah. That was been used to death and everything.
So that yeah. I agree with Matthew. I agree. Yeah.
Nice. Scott, what's your number 3?
Well, I think I'm going to redeem myself here. My number 3 is The Dark Knight. Because if you remember on our Supergirl
Nice.
episode, I was uninvited on this Odyssey episode because I said I did not like The Dark Knight too much. So I rewatched The
You're
Dark
thin
Knight.
ice, buddy. Yeah.
You ranked it like
Yeah.
what, like number 9?
9 or 10. Yeah.
Wasn't I
It was really low.
My whole blind ranking on that episode was so fucked, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's atrocious.
But
yeah,
it's okay. You have redeemed yourself.
I really dug The Dark Knight on this rewatch. It's still not a movie that grabs me like you guys. I don't think it's the best comic book movie of all time. That's still probably Spider-Man 2 because I feel the emotional connection
That's
with
fair.
that movie.
That's fair.
And like there's points in the Dark Knight where I feel like scene by scene it's just stuff happens. Then the movie kind of resets itself in the next scene. It's very bizarre. I don't think there's any like connective tissue between scenes sometimes, which is strange. But Heath Ledger is fucking fantastic. Two-Face is actually a great villain in this movie. I actually really liked him this time around. I really like the idea of him being like the White Knight that Gotham really needs, but Joker corrupts him. I think that's an interesting concept. And I really like the dynamic between Batman and Harvey Dent in the movie before he turns evil. I think that's a really interesting idea that he is... it's a good movie. I dug it.
If you haven't,
the most famous
if you-
line of all time, yeah.
If you haven't read Batman: The Long Halloween,
Yeah.
I really recommend you read it. It is a fucking outstanding. That's a really good Batman Harvey Dent comic book. Is fucking so good.
I haven't
Nice.
read any Batman comics, to be honest. I don't think...
Maybe I'd recommend. Long
Maybe
Halloween.
some of the ones
here's
from
a
like
lot
the
of good Batman
1940s,
comics.
but like that's a whole different level of Batman we're talking about.
That's an old man.
Bang.
Yeah. Pow, 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 bang. That's fair. That's a good top 3. What about you, Ewan? What did you put?
My number 3 is The Prestige.
Nice.
I enjoyed that film a lot. It was the everyone's seen it, yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
I think
I couldn't remember. The twist of the film got me real good because I remember when I
yeah.
watched it for the first time. I watched it with you, Sean. I
Yeah.
No, it was you, Bailey, and Minnie. That was it. And I'd been told not to expect a twist, but like the way that the story goes, and it did get me because I thought I'd figured out the twist until the
Yeah,
end.
because I remember
of the
you
film.
telling me, like, I think I know how it's going to go, and I was like,
Yes, of course you do, you silly man. I thought it was fun. I enjoy it a lot. It's one of those films I will go back or I'll show to people just to get them with the twist because it's twists can get me if they're really good and unexpected.
It's an excellent time for sure. My number 3 is Oppenheimer. I think this film is absolutely fantastic in every single way. I mean, when I first watched it, I thought it gives you the sense of dread after you've watched it because it's the horrors of reality of what history actually has happened. You know, this is something that did happen, and I love the sort of weight at the end of the movie where you feel Oppenheimer's like, oh my god, what have I just done? What could become of this? Like, the dangers that I have created and the future possibilities of what that is. And that final sequence when, like, you see, like, nukes being, like, launched and you see that whole sequence and, like, just the entire Earth being engulfed in flames by the possibility of, like, a World War III, like, existential, like, apocalypse of just everybody, like, killing each other. I was like, damn, that was pretty fucking intense. And then I immediately watched Barbie after it, and I was like, I so needed that because it was such a deep film with such deep questions, and I love everyone's performances in this. Matt Damon's also incredible in that movie as well. Emily Blunt is a fantastic, like, support, like, leading lady in that film with Cillian Murphy. So very good time, and I would say it's one of my favorite Nolan movies for sure. Matthew, number 2.
My number 2 is Oppenheimer.
Nice.
I really dug Oppenheimer. Like you, Sean, at the end of that film, I don't know if I've ever felt so much existential dread just looming over me. For like, that film left me for days, you know, just being like, God damn. The existential sort of terror that Oppenheimer goes through of, like, being forced to create this thing because somebody has to fucking create it, even though it's like against everything that he stands for. Like, he was a communist, you know, being forced into doing this, and then just that dread of, like, realization and the impact that it had, and it was just absolutely devastating. And you know, like, it's I don't know, it's one of those films that I haven't really rewatched since then because it was so fucking, like, it hit
it's
so
heavy.
heavy
It's
that
really
I was
heavy.
like, oh my fucking god, you know. But it's like, for a film to make me feel that, it, like, I have to really resonate with it. I have to really buy into it. I have to, and on a technical level everywhere, it's just outstanding. Just a goddamn outstanding movie. It really makes you, like, you know, that sort of existential, like, thinking really just is worth diving into because it, like, makes you really appreciate, like,
life,
what you've got, what's around you, like, the fragility of civilization.
The simplicity of it all, really.
Yeah, it's a really good movie, and fun time.
Yeah.
I will definitely
Scott, what about your number
give
2?
it a rewatch.
My number 2 is Inception, which I saw for the first time
Hell yeah.
yesterday morning before I saw The Odyssey.
Hell yeah. Wow. Very recent.
But yeah, I really dug this movie. I think it's interesting to view it as, like, this is Christopher Nolan, you know, like, Christopher Nolan is the Leonardo DiCaprio character, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the executive producer, and we're trying to make this movie. It's very interesting to view the movie, like, but this movie is a lot more smaller scale than I actually expected it to be from, like, the 15-16 years of build-up. Like, I expected this to be, like, world-shattering stakes, but it's actually just trying to convince Cillian Murphy to not stand in his business anymore, basically. Like, it's such a weird small scale kind of story I just did not expect. But yeah, I really dug this movie, and I've already said a lot about this, so I'm gonna shut up now. I'm tired.
That was good. That was good. Ewan, what's your number 2 so we can all go to bed?
My number 2 is The Dark Knight. I
Hell yeah.
very good film. I think in regards to Nolan films, for a very long time, it was my favorite one because I hadn't seen a lot of Nolan films. That's why I rated it so highly when it came up. Hate blind ranks. I would probably lower it a bit compared to some of the other stuff. It's still very good. I would definitely still put it in my top 5. Definitely one of my favorite comic book movies. But I'm with Scott, Spider-Man 2 all the way, baby. It's fantastic performances. Soundtrack, again, love the soundtrack to death. Love it so very, very much. The designs of a lot of the characters as well, something that I don't see a lot of people talking about, is that it went very different. I covered this a lot in Supergirl. I've just realized I'm not going to revamp what I said. I like how different of a take it took, yet it still felt fresh and authentic to the comic books.
Yeah, Dark Knight's ace. It is pretty ace. My number 2 is Interstellar. I fucking adore this movie. When I first watched it, I was legit blown away by like how fucking good it was. The twist got me so hard. Where I was like, holy fuck, like it's good. Like for those who haven't seen it, please see it, because it's just one of those films like Nolan does very well. It makes you question things like reality, like existentialism, like family, like it's very much like what I love about this Matt Damon genre that people go on about, like he's just trying to get back home. Like it's very apparent in like certain films like Interstellar, Martian, Odyssey. Like it's very good, and
Saving
if you
Private
haven't
Ryan.
seen, Saving Private Ryan as well. I'm pretty sure there's another movie with Matt Damon trying to go home too. But yeah, honestly, if you haven't seen Interstellar, even for people watching this, please go check it out. It is definitely one of Nolan's best work for sure. And now, guys, we finally move on to number 1.
Yes.
Matthew,
Number one, baby.
What's your number 1 favorite all-time Nolan film?
My number 1 is The Prestige, baby. I spoiled it
Fantastic.
earlier in this episode when I said The Prestige is my favorite Nolan movie. And guess what? I ranked it at number 1.
What a twist!
It's just goddamn fun. Like, one of the things that I really struggle with Nolan is wanting to rewatch his movies. Like, I like watching his films in cinema, and then when I'm at home, I'm like, fuck, I can't be bothered watching the goddamn long-ass Nolan movie. Like, I know what the twist is, I know where the story's going, I don't really feel like watching that again. But The Prestige is one I can watch over and over again and not get tired of it. It's so much goddamn fun. I love magic, and so it's getting set with some magicians. It's awesome. I love, like, it almost lost me the first time I watched it, but the storyline with Hugh Jackman where he like starts creating clones of himself, I was like, okay, you're kind of like you're going like a step too far for me to buy into the story. But then it was like, okay, no, I really love the idea that this guy would go so far to discover literal magic, actual cloning himself to try to one up not Ben Affleck, fucking Christian Bale. And Christian Bale's big trick is he has a twin. He has just a twin with a fucking shit beard on, and I'm like, how did I not notice that was Christian Bale this whole movie? What, like,
Straight up.
What is wrong with
Straight
it?
up.
And,
the movie's so good at that.
It's it's a very, very, very fun film. And yeah, it's my number 1. It's just so good. Such a good time.
It is brilliant. Scott, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is Interstellar, another movie I just saw for the first time like last week. It is.
Hell yeah.
What I like about this movie is it's not present in a lot of Nolan's movies, where there's actually an emotional core. Like the entire movie is about Matthew McConaughey's relationship with his daughter, even though he forgets about his son the entire movie.
Son.
Like, the son, he doesn't think about the son once. Like, it's crazy. But like, yeah, I do love the relationship between Matthew McConaughey and Murph, and the ending did make me cry. It's a good movie. It's really good. I'm tired.
Interstellar was so good. I'm tired. I might cry again. Please don't make me talk about it. Hell yeah, brilliant film. Ewan, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is also Interstellar. The thing that I love the most about this film is I went in completely and utterly blind. I'm pretty sure I wasn't
Nice.
100% sure it was a Nolan. I don't remember even now because I've seen it so many times whether I knew it was a Nolan film going in. I think I did. It's just I didn't know anything about it. I think I knew the well, Matthew's definitely have seen that, the crying scene with Matthew McConaughey. But I had no context as
God,
what
yeah.
it was. And that's it. That's all I knew about this film. So going into it, I was sat on a plane flying to the US.
Oh my god.
And I was trying to pick
Oh my
through movies
God.
what to choose, and it came up. I'm like, should I watch it? Minnie was watching something else in the other seat. Like, fuck it, I'll put it on. And I was sucked in.
Oh yeah. On a plane, that would have been mental.
It was such a wild experience that when the credits finally rolled, I just hit emotionally. The music especially I love
yeah.
that in a film
Yeah.
where music is used to not only be a phenomenal piece of music, but to accentuate all of the emotions and intention in the art, and it just turns everything to 11. And it's such a perfect cacophony, and it's good. I feel Interstellar is the perfect example of that in a film I've ever seen. And I remember taking the headphones off once I'd finished, got to the credits, and I turned around to Minnie and I was like, that was fucking fantastic. And she's like, oh, sick, cool.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that story. You were absolutely like blown away by it, and I was the same when I watched it. I was like, holy fucking shit. Like, it is good.
And I think that's, if I had had that same sort of experience with Inception, like I knew nothing about it going in, I think it might have hit very similarly. Maybe not as big as Interstellar, but definitely very similar. Because I think it's because I knew absolutely nothing about it going in that it just made it feel so special to me.
No, it's great. It's great. My number one, same as Matthew, is The Prestige. It is probably my most rewatched Nolan movie because it just gets me every time. Like, every time I watch it, I find new things that I appreciate about the movie. And the performances of Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale, they're absolute powerhouses in this film. They compete so well with each other. Their chemistry's unreal. And I also love the way that Nolan has written and directed this movie. Because it's all about magicians, you feel like Nolan himself is the ultimate magician in this movie by showing you what he wants to show you with particular shots and scenes and the way it's written, the way it all intricately like woves together. It's just a fucking brilliant film.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole repetitive line of, are you watching closely? That's like fucking Nolan telling the audience, are you watching closely with what I am showing you? And he's literally showing you all of the main points and answers to the film that you don't pick up on. Like Matthew said, how did I not know that was the twin or that was Christian Bale the entire time? When you rewatch it, like, fuck, it's so obvious. How did I not see it? It's like he's the magician playing a trick on the audience.
Completely
It's so
forgot
clever.
about that. Yeah, I remember having this big long discussion with you, Sean, about it the first time. Is like realizing that's the whole point of the film. It's not just a love letter to magicians. It's such a love letter that the movie itself is a magic trick.
Yeah, it is a whole magic trick, and the way that Nolan makes it is fucking clever, and I just think it's his best work.
What's the magical term again? It's not the act of misleading. It's like misdirection. That's it. Like, you think the whole point of the film
and that is
about
the main segment.
cloning.
It's misdirection, something else in execution, and like that's the way it's written in the formula of the movie. It's so good.
Prestige is a very, very good film.
Yeah, Prestige and
banger.
Interstellar, definitely Nolan's best films. Odyssey, I would say, if I had to put it on list, it would definitely be in top 3.
Number 10.
I
Wouldn't watch it again.
I really like. I had the same sort of like feeling walking away from the Odyssey as I did from Interstellar for different reasons, different feelings, and that's why I think going back and rewatching it, I think will fully decide where I would place it in my list. Right now, it's definitely in my top 5. But I don't know how highly I would rate it until I go see it again. It ticks a lot of boxes for me.
Yeah, me too.
I'd probably put it at 5, but my number 5 was a film I hadn't seen, so it's kind of an empty slot.
Yeah, it's easy for you to put it at number 5. But that is it, guys. We are at 1:10 and we finally finished the Odyssey. Did it live up to the hype? I think we arguably say it did. It was a great fucking movie. Nolan has done it yet again with making an absolute banger of a film. Let us know in the comments below, guys, what you thought of the Odyssey. Did you think it was amazing? Did you think it was shit? Are you confused by Nolan? Do you love him? Do you hate him? We want to hear all of your opinions, even if we delete them. It has been a fantastic episode. I really enjoy being host again. It's always a fun experience, and I love doing this episode with you guys. It's been a fantastic time, and I look forward to all... Yeah.
It's
Sorry,
been a good
Matthew.
time, that's all I was going to say.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
been a very good time.
I'm really
It is-
looking. I'm getting a lot of enjoyment looking around at every single person, but Sean, who's really trying to put as
tired.
much energy in as he can, and the rest of us are just like,
I was like, I want to
I'm
look as tired
struggling.
as possible.
Yeah. It's been fun, guys. I hope you enjoy, and yeah, obviously like and subscribe. It helps with the channel, and we'll see you all in the next one, and we'll wave you goodbye
Spider-Man.
with our... Yeah, next week is Spider-Man Brand New Day, which I'm
not
really
next week, but the
excited
week
to
after,
do.
I think.
Yeah, I
No,
think
what's-
so.
Is it really?
I believe
next
so.
week? Yes, 29th of July.
What's next week?
Well, we'll have to figure that one out.
I don't know off the top of my
We'll
head.
figure it
We're
out.
too tired to figure it out. We'll let you know by next week what it is, guys.
Surely.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
find out next week what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Spider-Man's out on the 29th. It'll be Spider-Man, surely.
But not
Okay,
next week.
that is Spider-Man. Bye.